Oh, I guess that was it. I guess that was it. All right then. Hold up. Let me pop up over here. Nope, too small. There we go. Hey everyone, how's it going? Crap. I didn't take a nap, but my mind resetted for some reason right there. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope you guys have a good weekend so far. Let me put the background music here too while we're at it. But yeah, it feels like it's been forever, guys. I know it's been a week, but it also feels like it's been forever. And a lot of stuff has happened, I suppose, within the game itself and outside of the game. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. So I guess we'll just begin by how you guys doing with your joint firing drills? The chore, the joint firing drills never seems to end. Hey Henry, hey Carl Money, welcome, welcome. I am slowly, internally waking up, even though I've been awake for the past 12 hours. I say 12 hours as if it's been such a long time, but it hasn't really been that long. Just gave up doing them, too lazy. I hear you. Honestly, I hear you. If I wasn't still farming for shards, I would probably have stopped by now too. But I'm still trying to get shards for certain people, and so I keep doing them. I keep doing them in the meantime. But it's kind of funny though. I remember having so much trouble before with doing the third stage, and now it's like it's not too bad anymore. Honestly, it's not too bad anymore. It's just if I wanted to go higher than that, there's almost no point in doing so. And it's not even worth the effort, I feel like, even if I could do it. So it's like, yeah, I'll just do the easier mode. Like, I'll just do the easier mode just to get it over with. I at least do it one time though, so I can get the gems for the day. As small as it might be, it does offset my stamina resets for the day, so it's like, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. But as far as game stuff goes, I guess we're going through a lot of reruns. I don't think there's any new events that are coming up until maybe next week, though I don't think they've announced that yet, or teased that yet, at least on Twitter. Let me double check, actually. They haven't teased anything yet, right? Because I thought we were supposed to be getting either Hyakiyako or the band event soon, but I wasn't quite sure when that was happening. Monday we have Triple Bina. That is true. That is true. Hello, Tira. I want to say Tiramius, but it's not Tiramius. It's Timarius. Timarius. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we do have Triple Bina, but as far as events go, we're not getting one next week because for some reason, despite how easy this event is to clear everything, they're giving 2 weeks for this one. So I guess we're here for 2 weeks. Hey Salty, welcome, welcome. So I was kind of wondering maybe I should do a past event for next week. Also, I'm also kind of thinking maybe doing an extra Blue Archive stream next week to clear out some Momo Talks. I mean, look at my Momo Talks over here. I got like 50 Momo Talks I've been meaning to do. So I feel like I should do them. Got Fuuka in 60 pulls. Man, I would if I could. 50 is what? 50 is a lot? Is 50 a lot? I know I was up to 80 at one point, but still, it's kind of like maybe I can do them. Maybe it's also an excuse to get gems. Also, an excuse to see what the Momo Talk stories I haven't done yet. 50 is super low. Oh no. How many Momo Talks have some other people have? Like, I think I've seen 99 plus, which assumes 100 or 200 plus. 100 plus. I see. 23. 23. I would love to get down to 23 at some point. Would love to get down to 23. But it seems like a lot of people just haven't actually gotten around to doing their Momo Talks, so I at least want to do a little bit. Yeah, was up to 100 plus at one point. Yeah, I think I was up to 80 plus. Remember that the current event gives you 50 pyroxenes daily. Yes, I do know that. Also, I've been kind of wondering, as far as the event goes right now, it seems like we only get the New Year. The New Year. Crap. Her name always escapes my mind because I hardly see her. Where are you? Where are you? We get the New Year Junko shard, as well as some decent amount of money. I say decent amount of money, but I'm gonna burn through that as soon as I skill up people. I actually went down to 200,000 before I got back up here to 70 million not too long ago, actually. Was it wait, what was it actually Akane? No, was it actually New Year's Akari? Was it? Let me double check. Hold up. Let me roll for one. I thought it was Junko for some reason. Let me double check. It doesn't actually tell you. It doesn't actually tell you around here. No, it's Junko. It's Junko. It's a New Year Junko shard. Yeah. I was pretty sure it wasn't Akari. Jeez. No. Yeah, as far as yeah, Akari is a 3-star. You have to roll for her, as well as Haruna. As well as Fuuka, which I would love to roll for Fuuka if I wasn't trying to save up right now. Yeah, for the free character event. I'm talking about the free character event. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was. Oh yeah, I don't know if Akari's pretty good. Fuuka's good for basically everything. Was planning on skipping Fuuka. I wanted to try, but oh, she came to me with a free ticket. Wait, do I have any free tickets? Let me double check. I think I used up all my free tickets last time. Oh, by the way, I managed to get all the chocolates from the Valentine's Day thing. However, I had to use the skip button because by the time I realized what time it was, there were only 4 hours left in the event. So it's like, oh crap, I can't read all of this in 4 hours. Let's just use skip for now and read them later. I promise I will get to them at some point. It's just right now. It's when I found that out, it's like, oh crap, I can't do it right now. Consumable. It doesn't seem like I have any free tickets. 6,000 pyroxenes. That's not enough. Definitely not enough. I have 16,000, but I'm not gonna. I'm saving up for later. Saving up for later. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard though. Oh wait, it's not the one. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there has been a couple of figure releases in Blue Archive merchandising. There is a Hina figure. It doesn't, I don't know, to me it doesn't look that great, but for, I guess if you want to collect it, here it is. Opens up this month apparently. PVZ figure of Hina. There's also a much cuter Plana Nendoroid. So if you have the what do you call this? What color are the panties? It doesn't show. It does not show. But if you what do you call this? If you have Arona, you can have the Plana and Arona combo in your display set. So just FYI, that is also a thing. That is also a thing. The Plana figure is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Don't know what else they have as on the Good Smile side. Let me check really quick before I open that. Let's see. What is on the Good Smile side? It is all in JP. It is all in JP. There's the JP Good Smile site. Not a whole lot of faces apparently, but if you think about it, she doesn't have a whole lot of faces to begin with. For a low price of 6,700 yen, you can reserve this and then pay the same exact amount to get it shipped outside of Japan. Just FYI. Just FYI. It's gonna cost that much to get it. So I don't collect any Nendos, I don't collect any figures, but I do collect plushies, and I did grab the Hina plushie. So yes. Oh yeah, I heard about the Brazil Twitter stuff, so don't worry, I got you. If you don't see it anywhere else, I got you. I will put the figure and merchandise stuff that I find interesting up here, including the strawberry milk for Plana. It's kind of a shame that that happened in Brazil though. But there is Blue Sky, but I mean, the Twitter stuff doesn't make it to Blue Sky most of the time, so I am on Blue Sky just in case something explodes in Twitter one day, but I don't use it at the moment. So yeah. Is it tyrannical governments, or is it because Elon Musk does not want to put legal representation in Brazil? I don't know. It seems to be both, to be honest. So who is truly at fault? Not my call in this case. It's like it's a thing. It's a thing. A lot of people like to blame Elon Musk for things, but at the same time, do they really need legal representation over there? I don't know. Fine using VPN is 35 months worth of minimum wage. Wow. That's expensive. That's expensive. I haven't had to use a VPN except for getting rid of ads and stuff, but that sounds painful. Sounds painful. Oh yeah, I know we talked a little bit last week about Project KV stuff, and I kind of wanted to talk about it this week, but holy crap, it feels like forever, so I almost forgot everything I wanted to talk about. But it seems like Aris is getting on the Project KV cosplay. She will eventually get her actual Sword of Light. The Red Archive? Red Archive. Yes, you could call it Red Archive. You could call it Red Archive. You could also call it a whole number of things. But other people apparently showing up in Project KV is Noah. Or maybe not Noah. I have no idea. Noah seems a little bit different today. She seems a little bit different today. A lot more... maybe 1,000% more Gomen. 1,000% more Gomen. Hifumi also looks a little bit different today. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Different outfit, different stare. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Iroha was also found naked. outside of the park somewhere. And I don't think she'll ever live that down. I'm just saying. She will never live it down. Regardless though on how you feel about everything that's been happening with the whole Project KV / Blue Archive shenanigans, I think there is room though for the two sides, hopefully, to coexist. Please. I personally, I don't really get anything that's happening. A lot of it seems to be hearsay. But at the meantime, I'm just gonna sit back and let it all play out, and hopefully this will get resolved. It's not like I can do anything about it. It's not like anything I say will make it go one way or another, right? So it's like, okay, whatever you heard. So at least if we ever get Blue Archive, no, if we ever get Red Archive, let's call it Red Archive. If we ever get Red Archive, we will never have to worry about blues again. But we might have to worry about the opposite. We might worry about getting reds instead. 9 reds, 1 gold. Yeah, I'm not invested in it either. It's just a lot of people seem to be digging stuff up. Either like I don't know, even like Korean gaming news got into it, and really it's only Korea who seems to be super invested into it. Japan, they're doing their Japan thing as far as whenever something new comes out, making really nice art of characters they like, especially like this one. The white-haired girl that has basically perpetually sleepy eyes or baggy eyes, it seems like. Like she can do things to me, and I will be okay with it. I will be okay with it. Though the one official image that we did get from the Project KV Twitter, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I will not post it here, but you can kind of get an idea what the heck happened. You have an idea with this, what it's about, and let's just say she is never gonna live this down. And basically every single fan art afterwards is gonna be because of that one image, right? It's gonna be about that one image. Sarashi is okay. Sarashi is fine. I don't think she actually wears a Sarashi though. She might actually wear another camisole top or something. This is also okay. That is fine. But for the most part, she just kind of reminds me of Taiga. I feel like she just kind of reminds me of Taiga with the overall face thing. Iruha. Yeah, I think a lot of people see her as Iruha, but because you're coming from Blue Archive. But honestly, if you go far enough back in history, which is like 16 years now, holy crap. I didn't realize Toradora was 16 years old. That makes me feel ancient. That actually makes me feel ancient. Where were you guys 16 years ago when Toradora was around? Have you even seen Toradora? Yes, it's been that long. And I don't think I watched it at launch, but I did watch it. So that's a thing. That's a thing that's gonna hurt my spiritual bones, or whatever you want to call it. I have seen some things from Toradora, but never sat down and watched it. So here's the thing about Toradora. It is quite possibly, personally speaking, one of the best, if not the best, romance anime at the time. And I don't think anything these days has yet managed to even come up to that level. At least nothing that I've seen recently. So I don't know if that says something, but if you ever get the chance to watch Toradora, I highly recommend it. Just be aware the old tsundere tropes are there, especially when it comes to slapstick and stuff like that. But other than that, it's actually really sweet, and I kind of want to watch it again. Never really been interested in romance anime until kind of recently. If anything, sounds like a big plus. I do recommend it though if you guys can find the time to watch it. Let me double check how many episodes it is. I have it here. Where is it? Toradora. Wait, did I not transfer it over? Oh, it's over here. It is 25 episodes plus an OVA. 25 plus episodes plus an OVA. You do not need to watch the OVA, but it is quite long. It is quite long, so maybe give it a day or two to watch it through. And yeah, honestly, guys, as far as just character designs overall from Project KV, she is probably best girl. And not just because she got into the situation where the artists actually made an official art of her with damage art, which I kinda am sort of assuming everyone in the game, when the game comes out, is gonna get some damage art mechanics, and I think that's kind of hilarious if they actually are able to pull that off. Still wondering what the gameplay would be though. They haven't even pitched a gameplay design yet to anyone like outside the website, so we'll see. I've had to drop a few games because they were too grindy for me, and I'm hoping this one won't be super grindy either, but we'll see. Oh yeah, and of course, if you haven't heard, there's also this thing going on. I just kind of find it funny. A lot of people are allergic to it, and I just find that hilarious. At the end of the day, I just find it hilarious. Have they even said if it's mobile or PC? Nope, they haven't. They actually have not. The only thing that they've mentioned is that they wanted to make a VN for Comiket. However, the Comiket thing, they had to take it out of the Project KV website because as a company, they cannot promote their stuff as a circle in Comiket. If they want to do it, if they want to do it that way, they have to have a corporate booth. But since they're not trying to get a corporate booth, they can't self-publish anything for the game in a regular table or booth, however you want to call it. So they had to take that part out from the website. They also had to take that part out from the videos, but they do have a separate doujin circle that is supposedly working on supplementary material for Project KV, but technically speaking, not supposed to be associated with each other, because that kind of goes against the self-published doujin spirit that Comiket is about. Like, yes, companies can still be there, but you have your own company space, but they're not doing it as a company, so okay. That's about the only thing that I've heard recently as far as any game thing going on. I don't remember if I actually have their circle in follow. I don't remember if I followed their circle on Twitter. I'm gonna have to double check that, but yeah. Other than that, the whole shenanigans with Nexon and the actual company is a whole can of worms I am not going to get into right now, because that is way above my head. There are people who are talking about it. You can see that in Reddit if you want to. I'm just trying to make sense of things, and as far as trying to make sense of anything, it is a big whole mess, so I'd rather not. Personally speaking, I just would rather not. So that's about it. They have not updated their website with any other characters though. Oh wait, they did update one thing. Hold up. Not on the website. Not on the website, but they did they do have this. They have another official art of the main character. Let's just call her the main character. She has an actual name, Kohane, but they have her and her other two, I guess, dorm mates. Saori, Sword Saori. I can kind of see it. But she seems a little bit more like, I don't know. She seems a little bit more like a dark hair. Crap, what was her name? Who's the white-haired girl from the Hyakuryoran? There's a white-haired girl in Hyakuryoran that I haven't quite gotten down her name yet. But she reminds me of her. Nagusa, thank you. She reminds me more of Nagusa than Saori, actually. But the blonde-haired girl is basically right, just like any other student. Like, she looks like actually a, what do you call this? A Sukeban. She looks like one of the Sukeban characters that got promoted to playable in this thing. Yeah, I mean, the hairstyle's not unique. The hairstyle's not unique, so it's a little bit, so it's what do you call this? It's understandable. Especially if you're coming from Blue Archive, there's gonna be some similarities, right? Though less so. Do I actually have their following? I am following their circle thing. Yeah, so this is their actual Dojin Circle account right here. If you guys are on Twitter and want to check it out or follow it, but basically they have the announcement that they're applying for Comiket, this winter Comiket. But this is completely removed now from the actual main company as far as I am aware. So that's about it with that. And since this is small enough on the screen, you can kind of see, you can get a glimpse of what the actual official art was for this girl, for Koito over here. You can see the actual official art that was posted that caused quite the stir when it was put up. So it's like, yeah, wow, you're really gonna go that far? Damage art. We haven't seen damage art like that since at least Girls Frontline, the first Girls Frontline, and Kantai Collection. Now, there might have been other damage arts similar to that in other games that maybe some DMM games I'm not too aware of. Well, Kantai Collection is also DMM now that I think about it. But it's very, very good art. It's very, very good art. So yeah, I'm hoping to see more. I'm hoping to see more of that. Anyway, so today, what do we have for today? For today, we are gonna be going through the New Year's rerun here. And I don't think I know anything about the New Year's event here, but it's hopefully not too, not like a fight every single story bit, but I'm kind of, since it's an older event, I'm kind of expecting that a little bit. Also, I was kind of blown away how Haruna looks with her hair done up like that and everything else about her. She is extremely elegant. She is extremely elegant. Holy crap. I don't know what to tell you guys. This kind of hairstyle, the bun up is like, okay, that's kind of classy, but the hair kind of just dangling right there on both sides. That is great. That is great hairdo as far as I am concerned, and bonus points for being either white or black. It's just that contrast for me. I love it. I love it. Haven't read the event, but I'm sure it's going to involve Fuuka getting kidnapped. Hopefully she doesn't get kidnapped this time, but with the Gourmet Club being involved, it's probably gonna happen. Gehenna students always get crazy good outs. Do they? Let me double check. I mean, I know in general they do, but probably because they have the most outs. Though again, of the couple of Trinity students that we do have outs for, which are Serena and Hanae for some odd reason, the Christmas outfits I wouldn't say is that great of an out design wise, to be honest. Then again, Christmas outfits are kind of like it's all right. New Year's outfits are pretty good in general. Like the kimono is just good design in general. Dress outs, you are correct. Maybe the one kimono, it might be a acquired taste, or maybe you might just like Haruka. This thing, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but if you like Haruka, you'll accept her for whatever she wears right there. Yeah, Kayoko though just looks really nice, but holy crap, Haruna is just great. Then again, we don't really have too many outs for other people. Miyako only has a swimsuit out. Miyu, it also, yeah, the rest of Rabbit Squad will be getting swimsuit outs. Tomoe, who I am covering right now, will be getting a Kipao out eventually. But I guess overall, there's not a whole lot of outs for other people. I don't think Ui's swimsuit out isn't even out yet, right? She doesn't have a swimsuit out yet, right? It's just in the story, but it's not out there. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of outs for other people, now that I think about it. Much less New Year's. The only 2 groups have had the New Year's. Well, I guess technically. Technically, Veritas has a New Year alt, but it's camping. Not that it's camping and not the New Year's alt you would normally expect if you think about it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the event here, and let's see. I guess I haven't seen the prologue yet, so let's do the prologue. Gourmet Research Society discovers that Sparrow will be closing soon. What is Sparrow? Oh, Sparrow is actually ran by a sparrow. Did you enjoy the food? Your food? Well, she's not gonna blow it up at least. Yeah, definitely. It was pretty good. Honestly, it was a bit lacking, but not lacking enough that she's gonna blow the place up. Okay. But considering the size of the restaurant and the fact that it's run by one person, it passes. I especially like the Ozoni special. What is the Ozoni special? That's like naming your restaurant Human. There probably is actually a restaurant named Human somewhere. I wouldn't doubt it. The key to good ozoni is the grilled rice cake, and this one had a perfect fluffiness value. Perfect fluffiness value. I don't think I've ever... That you just made that up on the spot. The other dishes were impressive too. It was a straightforward, neatly prepared menu. The grilled fish was good. Its skin was crispy, but the flesh was well marinated and soft. It was all good. I just wish the portions were a little bit bigger, Akari. I think any portion would be too small for you. Nothing less than a buffet would be enough for Akari. You would think that no matter what size the portions... You would think that no matter what size the portions were. A Japanese soup, very common in New Year's. Oh wait, I think I know what this one is. Hold up. Let me look it up myself. Ozoni. Have I had this thing before? No, I have not. I actually have not had Ozoni before. Ozoni, guys. I guess let's take a look at it really quick for context. Quick context. This is what Ozoni is. I was thinking the mochi soup, and I guess this does have mochi in it. Does it? I think it does have mochi in it, but it's mostly vegetables, a clear broth, some mushrooms. I don't see any tofu. For once, no tofu. But there is a mochi. Sometimes has a mochi. Never had this before. Must be a New Year's only thing. Oh, where's my game? You would think that no matter what size the portions were, nothing is enough for her. I liked everything, right, and the one with no taste buds. Actually, no taste buds. What the heck did you do to your takoyaki? Excuse me? Hold up. What actually did you do to your takoyaki here? Did she put toothpaste on her takoyaki? Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't go on there unless it's some other kind of icing. It already has the sauce, and then she added other stuff to it. Choco mint. Oh, please no, not choco mint. You know how I feel about choco mint. If she did that, that would be like extra food crimes. She likes shampoo. It'd be pretty hard for her to dislike something else. Like chocolate and chocolate hamburger. I mean, the thing about the chocolate hamburger would be fine by itself. But the thing with the chocolate hamburger is that she... What do you call this? She put a lettuce with a chocolate in the hamburger. That's the part that gets me. Why would you do that? If you're gonna do a chocolate hamburger, do it without the lettuce. No lettuce, no tomato. No ketchup, just chocolate and burger. Please. like she likes everything though. It would have been more delicious if you used curry powder, vinegar, and syrup. Curry powder, vinegar, and syrup. Maybe by itself, I don't know if that would work. You're the only one who would like that. Ah, jeez. Let me get the check. Thank you. I'm glad that my final guests were nice people. Final guess. Final guess? Yes, the Sparrow restaurant will be closing. Oh? Huh? What? Why? Why indeed? Small business being driven out? That's too bad. I was happy to find a good restaurant. Yeah, it was really yummy. I'd eat anything from this place. Coming from you, that's not saying much. You were pretty impressed too, weren't you, Junko? Well, I guess I was thinking about how long it has been since I tasted something this delicious. And every time we have something really good, it's always been followed by something going wrong for some reason. Well, at least it hasn't been a disaster right now. It's more like They're shutting down. That's pretty bad. Nice people. It's not like they were gonna explode the restaurant and the food sucked. Well, the only person who would have done that is probably Haruna, right? I don't think anyone else does that. Unless I'm wrong. Is it just Haruna who does the blowing up? Or does everyone else also do the blowing up? I think that's mostly a you thing, Junko. Only me? Don't try to act like you guys aren't normally the reason. I wonder if we'll ever be able to find a restaurant like this again. It feels we just found treasure it feels like we just found treasure, but it's being stolen right in front of us. Pretty sure it's a Haruna thing, I thought so. The small portions make it a small treasure, but the analogy speaks to me. Okay, Haruna, what do you have to say for yourself? We will not yield so easily. Okay, you're gonna prevent this place from shutting down? What do you mean? It's not like there's anything we can do. You're right, if we had known about this place a little earlier, we could have promoted it, but now... Now all we can do is watch it disappear. It's a bit sad. Do you think I wouldn't have a plan? Maybe I know people who could lend a helping hand. Wait. Are you saying that Fuuka is gonna get conscripted to cooking for this place? But why would you do that? Why would you do that? Is there even a need to do that? I don't think there is. Fuuka, you're just gonna get roped into another scheme. Hopefully you get paid for it this time at least. Alright then, that was a prologue. She looks great though. She looks great. I'm still a little bit confused about her hairstyle here, but after seeing it twice already in two different skins, the hair being on top of on the horns, it has got to be a personal choice. It can't be anything else. It's got to be a personal choice. Her live 2D is great. I wish I could see it. I'll have to look it up later. Help wanted. Oh no. You do know if you take her from the cafeteria, already she has an idea what's going on. I was having such a good day. I had no work today, got to sleep in, prepared myself a delicious breakfast. Even as I was putting on my kimono, I was looking forward to my first prayer of the year. But then... Why me? Fuuka? Joey does not get a kimono this time around, apparently. Having your plans derailed is simply a part of life itself. You will find time and time again that you must overcome life's countless trials. Human achievement rises only from the ashes of struggle. That's pretty lofty coming from the person who kidnapped me. Yeah, time and time again. Maybe she's not actually doing it forcefully this time. You're welcome. You're welcome for being kidnapped every single time. Wow. No shame, this girl. Absolutely no shame. Speaking of compliments, that's a beautiful kimono, Fuuka. You look great in it. Thank you, I guess? You and your outfit look beautiful as well, Haruna. Thank you. I dress up slightly more than usual. Slightly? That's quite extravagant. That's more than slightly. Now then, let's get to the point. There's an issue of utmost urgency that the Gourmet Research Society invited you here today for. We have an important mission for you. You know kidnapping and inviting aren't synonyms, right? Well, I'm used to you acting as if they are at this point. Now that I think about it, the saying, people are creatures of habit is a bit scary, isn't it? Invited. Oh, jeez. Yes, our apologies. Now the Gourmet Research Society has discovered a diamond in the rough, a restaurant called Sparrow. But Sparrow is about to close down. Fuuka, if truffles were left on the roadside without any protection, what would you do as a chef? I'd infuse them with oil, of course. You would need to cook them as quickly as possible. Exactly. This is how we must view this situation. I don't see it. For a restaurant of such great potential to close is a loss to the entire world. And for us to allow that to happen would be an affront to gastronomy. If you're going to make me listen to an entire speech, you could at least could you at least untie me? Oh, she's tied up this entire time. Wow, in the kimono. Great. Isn't it up to the owner whether the restaurant closes or not? Yeah, she said it was decent. It was okay. But for some reason she wants to save it now? A restaurant's closure is the owner's decision. That's fundamentally correct. But, even if that's their prerogative, I, Kurudate Haruna, deny their decision. I don't think you have a say in this. I actually do not think you have a say in this. God forgives, but I don't. No, please start forgiving people and start untying people. Or, better yet, don't even tie them up at all. That would be a good start. You will cook and you will keep the restaurant. I think it should be soon. Soon what? Oh, yep. You're here, Sensei. Oh, why did we get roped into this? Because we have to be here to direct the students, that's why. Yay! Wait, hold up. It's not just takoyaki, but there's fish and lemon and rice on there. How have you been? Well, fine until you dried me this morning. Hello, everyone! Literally got roped into it. Everyone looks amazing in their outfits. Sensei, are you here to rescue me? Yeah, we're gonna reverse kidnap you. Does that work for you? I wish that were the case. Oh, never mind then. But I too was kidnapped. What? We got kidnapped too? What? Why? Oh, I see. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna cry. Can I cry at least? All the necessary participants are here, so let's come up with a solution. How can we save Sparrow? That is the question the Gourmet Research Society must resolve. How about we don't save Sparrow? Was kidnapping really a necessary step in this plan? This is an endeavor built upon determination and resolution, Sensei. Using such unconventional methods is how I show, from the depths of my heart, how sincere I am about this. That includes kidnapping, then. What's the next step of your sincerity? Murder? Does murder even exist in Kivodos? Kidnapping aside, I think we skipped a step. What's the owner have to say about this? Yeah, would it really hurt to ask? I don't think she asked, she just does. Which is a big problem. Right, the opinion of the person whose livelihood depends on this. I was so passionate, so sincere that details seem to have slipped my mind. Thank you for that advice, Sensei. It was a good idea to kidnap. I mean, to invite you, Sensei. Wait, who kidnapped me? Was it Junko and the rest of them? I guess it was Junko and the rest of them. With enough effort. Effort seems to be misplaced with this group. I'm starting to doubt how much she's thought this through. She does not think any of this through. She just does it. I think we established that. Is that who I think it is? Haruna, something's off. Oh. Oh! Don't you get it? Move out already! How many times do you have to learn this lesson? How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old lady? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. These things take time. Oh, she's getting harassed. Oh, that's probably why. I just had my final guess. I'll get out as soon as I can. It's not like we want to do this. We're nice people. The nicest. Right under the right situation. And the right situation is very simply you doing what we say. Do you understand? So let's create this right situation together. Restaurateur is a word that is not used a whole lot, but it is used. Haruna? Looks like there are other guests today. Unpleasant ones. Guests that we're going to handle, right, Haruna? The Gourmet Research Society seeks the best food the world has to offer. So, when someone who offers that is in trouble, well, we certainly can't ignore it. I totally agree. Let's get rolling. They do love big words here. I guess I knew something like this would happen. Haruna, what exactly are you planning to do? We should probably step back just in case. Yeah, let's do that, Juri. Let's do that before you summon another Pan. Oh, thank you, Sensei. But it's less wisdom and more reflex gained from experience? They both go hand in hand in this case? With enough reflex, wisdom is indistinguishable from wisdom. I think that's what they say. Yeah, Sensei, it's impossible to get through to Haruna when she's like that. And this is why they're closing down. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Can't you see we're working here? No, I can't. All I see are thugs disrupting gastronomic harmony. And when it comes to thugs, my preferred method of communication is gunfire. Wow. Snap to it, ladies. Now then. Gourmet Research Society, are you ready? I guess we're fighting. All right. Let me get the team here. Let's do a. You know what? Sure, we'll have Problem Solver solve this instead of the Gourmet Research Society. We'll just have Problem Solver do this instead because they're already here. Why not? Imagine though if they actually came in and said, "Why are we here again? Because we got paid. That's why." At least it beats trying to look for cats and stuff. Wrong team, but I do have the full. Actually, do I have the full? Do I actually have the full Gourmet Research Club? I do. I actually do. Never mind. I could have done it if I wanted to. Hey G&G, welcome. Just started the event, and yeah, Fuuka got kidnapped again. Lovely. Not exactly a surprise, but apparently we have a restaurateur getting kidnapped. Not kidnapped. Harassed? To closing down? I'm gonna bet Kaiser on this one. I haven't seen Kaiser in a while, but I'm gonna bet that they're behind this. I'll remember this. And not just how bad it hurts right now. You'll pay for messing with the gourmet helmet gangsters. Gourmet helmet gangsters. Wow. Research Club versus the Helmet Gang. So much time wasted on people with so little taste in manners, names, or food. Now, shall we get back to our original goal? There's a gang for everything in Kivotos. This is very true. And a club for almost everything, including the Chlorella Club. Chlorella. Thank you for your kindness. I can never repay you. Especially since continuing this business is literally impossible. Can you explain your situation in more detail? I don't know if I... Well, I'm gonna close down anyway. Might as well. Did you happen to notice all the franchise restaurants outside? They're crowding out all the small businesses. I'm not the first, and I likely won't be the last. The mom and pop problem with all the franchise restaurants around. But I guess, I mean, even though there's all franchise restaurants around, there's still like a place for mom and pop restaurants, right? It's kind of homey if you do find a nice one. So the street is downsizing in cheap food with corporate mandated standardized flavor. Yeah, I guess you can put it that way. A heartbreaking but familiar sight to gourmands around the world. It isn't easy competing against the price and resources of franchises. It's like they suck the air out of the room. Only the best ones get to survive, and barely. This is also true. To make matters even worse, something disastrous happened personally as well. What do you mean? We buy all our ingredients from a distributor called Nyao Foods. Nyao Foods. It's the same company all the franchise restaurants use. For whatever reason, Nyao Foods suddenly increased their prices. Ah, they are in on this. The suppliers are even in on pushing people out. Hold up a sec. Won't that force the franchise restaurants to raise prices or cut into their margins too? That would make sense if the supplier's the same. Costs should be the same. Should be, but they probably get a discount. I don't really get it, but this is like because of inflation, right? Close, not quite. The thing is, all the franchise restaurants are affiliated with Nyao Foods. So they're getting discounts on their supplies. I knew it, they're getting discounts, which is just the original price. These discounts happen to cancel out all the recent price increases. What? That's unfair. How are mom and pop shops supposed to compete? Is it possible they're trying to pressure you to join the Nyao Foods umbrella? They suggested as such a few times, but I wanted to keep this restaurant as my own. It's been passed down from generation to generation. It was a stupid idea, but I ended up just losing everything. At first I thought I could just work harder to satisfy more customers, but life doesn't really work that way. I know it sounds like I'm crushed, but I feel better now that I talked about it. Thanks for listening, it means a lot. Even Fuuka isn't gonna stand for this. I understand. Huh? I understand your pain. Ma'am? I try and try and try, only for my plans to be ruined by someone else, and that someone is right there in that fancy kimono standing across the room. And she knows! Wait, hold up, I lost something. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. She knows! Or I'll pour everything I have into a dish, only to have its value be offhandedly degraded by someone else. The goat? That happens? That's too bad. Akari, I don't think this is about you, but also it's probably about you. And even then, I get back to it, I try again. Only to have my plans ruined while I'm still making them by a random natural disaster. She's not even safe from Jewelry. Fuuka? But like leftover turkey after Thanksgiving, I persevere. And only to see all that food I made was eaten before I even served it. I like to imagine she's staring at them while saying this. She probably is. What's going on? What's happening to Fuuka? Whatever it is, can I join in? No, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Ma'am? I get what you're saying. Please just calm down. Not that I'm bitter, she said while sharpening the knife. I'll help you. The problem is so cute though. It kinda is. But also, Fuuka has suffered so much. Really? If we work together, I'm sure there'll be a way. You can't just give up without trying. If you manage to save my... I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It all turned out well. I knew I made the right choice, inviting everyone. The answer is gun and kidnapping. No, sorry, not kidnapping. Invitations! Wholly consensual invitations and not forceful kidnapping. Right. Has anything actually turned out well? We haven't started yet. So no. Well, has anything gone wrong yet, Sensei? I have to think about that. Nothing, right? Yes, something has gone wrong. At the very least, a kidnapping has gone wrong. But other than that, surprisingly, I have to say no, but you still don't get off with a kidnapping. So it'll be fine. Huh? What's a long sigh for? Well, if that's how she's gonna... She sees nothing wrong with anything she does. Absolutely nothing. Well. Akemashite omedetou, Junko. Is New Year's Izumi? New Year Izumi is not out yet, is it? Is she? She's not. It's just Akari and Haruna. And Fuuka. And Juri does not get a New Year's outfit. Either she doesn't have one or she just didn't have time to put one on. Oh, she actually got out her outfit to get cooking. Amazing. The hood vent, gas burners, fryer, oven, they're all prone to becoming oily messes. But these are so clean that they look brand new. Oh my gosh, I have seen some horrendous oil messes in Japan of all places, in the mom and pop shops. One mom and pop shop in particular that had so much grease on the vents. It's kind of crazy. I'm trying to look for it right now. I'm stalling trying to look for it right now just to see if I can actually find it. I don't know if I'll show it because I don't want to incriminate them, but I don't know if I could incriminate them even if I find it. But it's not on this one, at least. When was this date? This was on the 18th. 18? It's not this one. Was it this one? No, I don't have the picture. Let's just say I don't have the picture, but I do remember it. Sounds like a hazard. Cleaning up was hard as hell. It really is. Even at my own place here at home. I used to have an air fryer that I would. I used to have an air fryer that I would you know, use it for air fry things. And I got so lazy cleaning up the oil from it that the gunk just builds up like crazy. And if I try to clean up the gunk, it just does not come off and it feels all nasty. So I got rid of the air fryer because of that. It was probably for the better anyway, because I was starting to make like chicken wings and stuff in the air fryer and other fried foods that was not good for me. Like it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if it's an air fryer or deep frying. It's just having easy access to all the naturally greasy stuff that makes it bad, including chicken wings. Your refrigerator's incredibly neat and ingredients are well organized and easy to access. The vegetables are kind of bruised, but that must be a supplier problem. As for seasonings, it seems like you disposed of them earlier than their stated shelf life. Well, if I got someone sick, I'd lose credibility. Is that not okay? Not at all. The kitchen is clean, practically spotless. All that being said, do you always use the same seasonings when you cook? Yes, that's all that I was taught. Now I see why you go into the gym. Yeah. All the ingredients are being seasoned the same. We might have found our first problem. But before that, I've been thinking about something for a while. Yes, what is it? You said that you source all your ingredients from Niao Foods, right? Yes, I don't have any other option. Well, honestly, the quality of the ingredients are subpar. Really? I see. You aren't the only one who noticed that. When I started buying from Niao Foods, regulars began complaining about the overall taste of their meals. But Niao Foods monopolized all distribution in this area. I don't have any other choice. Oh no, not the monopoly problem. Wait, are there no like local produce people who have their own farmers markets and stuff? Then again, is there even a place in Kivotos that's dedicated to farming? I don't think we've heard of any. If suppliers are an issue, the school lunch club can help with that. Right. It's a bit of a distance to travel, but would you come with me? So now Gehenna is supplying for this one restaurant. And why does it seem like we have Brazil flag up here in the shopping district? Teenagers fashion clothes. That is a very generic name that I can see actually being in Japan. Kaiser Corp, probably related to Kaiser Corp food. Boss, I'd like to ask for your help. Of course, what can I do for you, Fuuka? I help you and you help me find more customers. It's a win-win situation. I'm indebted to you. Oh no, no need for that kind of talk. It's only natural to help each other in times of need. We supply food to the Gehenna students, so our quality is guaranteed. To receive all this help, I don't want to be a burden. Not at all. It's only natural for people in the culinary community to help where help is needed. We're all committed to helping you. And you couldn't have chosen a more trustworthy savior. I would vouch for Fuuka any day. I can as well. We got homemade food from Fuuka. See? Even Charlotte Sensei's on board. Drat! Hey, isn't that the owner of Sparrow? I think so. What's going on here? Why are they talking with Chirp Market's owner? Oh no! Could it be? They're changing suppliers? You can't do that, that's illegal! No, it's not. Now that we have the ingredients, shall we get cooking? Jury, can you get started on prep work? Leave it to me. The one thing you can do, the one thing you can trust Jury with is prepping. But I guess you can't trust her with cooking. That's where we draw the line. She really needs more people in the school lunch club. Why aren't more people like joining it? I don't mean to overstep on your established practices, but have you considered using the residual heat to mix the sauce? The meat gets coated in it and the taste and texture will be completely different. She can only touch the inanimate objects. Oh. It's almost like caramelizing. Oh, I didn't think of that. All food has to be in a container before she touches it. When making soup, stir-fry the ingredients a bit before adding water. I don't do this. I should do this, but I don't do this. But it's a good idea to do so. I just get really lazy when I'm cooking, and I just like for soup, dump everything in. It'll work out. It'll give the whole thing a deeper taste. But couldn't I just end up overcooking the solid ingredients? That's a risk, for sure. Think of it like a puzzle. Each dish needs its own solution and perfect balance. With sparkles. I feel like if Fuuka got her own episode, this would be her own episode right here. Bulk cooking is hard. The amount of ingredients can be multiplied by the number of people, but you can't necessarily do that for heat. Is there a solution? Stir often to make sure things cook evenly, but not too much so as to ruin the more delicate ingredients. You have to be careful to strike the perfect balance. Oh, she's the one saying that. If you want less oil, you could skip the fry step. Thing about stir fry is it's not really about using a lot of oil. You can use actually a very little oil to do a stir fry. What you need is heat, a lot of heat to do the stir fry portion. Just enough oil to coat and a lot of heat. So we've completed a few new menu items. And now we need someone to evaluate if they're a success. Haruna? Of course, she would actually be the taste tester there. Hello. I've been waiting. Now then, time to dig in. I'm so nervous. I'm just a knot of tension right now. Why am I so nervous for? You're nervous because if she doesn't like it, she's gonna blow the entire place up. Did you forget about that? She's the #2 terrorist in all of Kivotos. Thank you for the food. The meal? Gulp. Please don't blow up Aruna. Don't blow up anything else. Passes. Oh, victory sound? Yes. Yeah. From a gastronomic perspective, it was impeccable. More importantly, it's a shame to eat food like this alone. Why don't you all join me? Well, as long as she doesn't blow anything up. Food approved by Haruna. I'm excited. The smell made it so painful to wait that it feels like I haven't eaten all day. Okay, let's... Well, there's trouble outside. Of course there'll be trouble outside. Where's the owner of this dump? You! Who said you could change suppliers? I had a feeling that was gonna come up. There's a breach of contract. Didn't you read the fine print? There will be penalties, compensation, bankruptcy, and not the kind that rich people get. Hey, watch where you're going. Well, so the inside of the restaurant's getting wrecked. My food. Wouldn't be the first time, Junko. It happens a lot. I didn't even get to taste it! Oh my, what a tragedy! Not again. Calling it a tragedy is kind of dramatic. No, it's not. It really isn't. And it was your fault anyway. You should have been more considerate of my elbow. Nah, not that I think you'll succeed, but you should at least try to run away. Oh no. They came here to ruin the restaurant and now they're ruining it for them. Absolutely unforgivable. To be continued, no fights? Never mind, there's actually gonna be a fight. I thought we could do the to be continued and fight in the next thing. Well. That wasn't gonna happen today, apparently. Junko. Why is she so unfortunate? Have I actually done her? I feel like I've done her Momo talk, but I haven't actually read it. So I don't know if she gets into the same sort of situation there. Like, is she just that unlucky? It feels like she might be. She's just cursed. Actually just cursed. Wow. Dude. Alright then. Let's clear these guys out. Haruna! I didn't get the AoE right. Oh, speaking of AoE. There we go. I do remember reading Akari's, and basically she's a bottomless pit. And any place she goes to, she's eventually banned, especially if it's a all-you-can-eat place. Because she eats them all out. Can't make any money off of her. But... oh my gosh. I guess she is just cursed, so...
Konnichiwa, sensei. Shinnen no onegai wa kimarimashita ka? Watashi mo tonari de o inori shimasu ne.
My wish is for you not to get kidnapped at least once in your life. This isn't over? Who even are you people? Allow me to answer you. We're pilgrims, and our holy sites are the gastronomic extremes of the world. Undaunted by any hardship or obstacle standing between us and delicious food, we are none other than Gehenna's Gourmet Research Society. Eat or die. Have you heard of these people? They're crazy. The Gourmet Research Society? Really? The ones who jumped into a sea of fire for popcorn? Wait, what? Sea of fire for popcorn when I get burnt? I guess they've heard of it. Where did you hear that nonsense? They didn't just jump into a sea of fire, that's where they came from. They left because they already ate everything inside of it. Rumor has it that one of them has a black hole for a stomach. If you get too close to her mouth, you'll get sucked in. You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong. This one. And don't they have some sort of curse? That no meal can be finished around them because something always comes up? Oh, that's Junko. That's actually Junko. Everyone's getting roasted. Anyway, what are those demonic terrorists from the Gourmet Research Society doing here? They're trying to save this place. Demonic? Terrorists? Well, you guys are demons, so they have half of that right. Terrorists? That's also correct, so they're not wrong. They're technically not wrong. We just go around eating good food. A few explosions here and there are unavoidable in that process. No, they're totally avoidable. They're not wrong. I've heard how shameless the Gourmet Research Society is. Now I see all the rumors are true. How scary. It is scary. Listen up. You have no right to interrupt us here. Right, we have the power of contract law on our side. The owner here is supposed to vacate the premises. We're just here for a friendly reminder. Yeah, we're just being good neighbors. Except we're not actually neighbors, which means we're gonna go out of our way to be nice. That's odd. I don't remember my neighbors ever wearing helmets and threatening people with guns. We don't threaten anybody with guns. We just threaten people while holding guns. Do you think they care about the law? Yeah, terrorists don't care about the law. So, why are the gourmet helmet gangsters involved with Now Food's supposed contract disputes? Can we assume then the existence of a relationship between Nya Foods and the gourmet helmet gangsters? What? That's crazy talk. Where toasted the higher-ups hear about this? Well, they won't hear about it if there are no witnesses. But there are witnesses. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, no witnesses. Oh, I'm sorry. We must have given you a concussion since you can't seem to think straight anymore. You couldn't even touch us a moment ago, so where is this confidence coming from? Fools. When cowards like us change our attitude, there's always a good reason. Whatever could you mean? No need for questions. Just turn around and realize your defeat. Bombs? Or reinforcements? Oh, I hear more people. Literally copy and paste reinforcements. Everyone is packing. That's true. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Why were you spamming us with emergency calls? I want to get this out of the way. There's a meeting for pet rock owners I want to get to. Pet rock owner meeting. Why? Reinforcements? I see. How quaint. Now do you get it? No one challenges the gourmet helmet gangsters and gets away with it. No, not that. What I understand now is that you're no better than a restaurant serving spoiled food. There's a group for everything, even pet rocks. Right. I mean, there's a group for Chlorella. I have to make that point. That's gotta be inserted. I mean, the copy and paste is hilarious. But it's funny that we spend 2 episodes just trying to knock some sense out of these guys to get out of here. But I guess that's just kind of how old episodes are, right? That's just how old events are. Anyway, they do get a little bit of roasting during the event, so I guess that makes it a little bit worth it. Oh, nope, you're not gonna get away. Alright, where's the next group? Kyoko's AoE could be like map wide, and it would be extremely good. It's like it's pretty strong. Why isn't the area bigger? It should be bigger. Also, I just kind of noticed everyone in Problem Solver is explosion type. Huh. Surprised they don't have at least one piercing type there. I think I need to grab a little bit of tea, guys. Let me come back really quick. I need to grab some tea to clear my throat. Just a sec. You know, the one thing that makes me wonder though is there are cats around in Kivotos, but I don't think I've seen a single actual, you know, pet dog or anything like that. But there's plenty of cats, so I'm kinda guessing that the devs must be cat people. But no dogs for whatever reason. Anyway, I mean, the only reason why I bring that up is because pet rocks, right? Nobody can tell the difference? Nah, people can tell the difference. What are you talking about? Nyamoto Kan, the copy and paste villain, event villain. The only taste that matters is a taste of money. Just keep things safe enough to eat. Seasoning is enough flavor for the masses. Gourmet food is just cognitive dissonance. Dissonance? Gourmet food is cognitive dissonance? I don't know about that. Profit is reality. Mr. Krabs with a oh, now that you mention it. Buy mediocre ingredients in large quantities and mix in low-grade ingredients to increase our supply and profit margins. Now Food's patented synthetic seasoning will drown out the quality while we drown in money. Don't worry about the complaints. If they're complaining, that means they're buying. And all this profit will go towards a good cause. The operation and expansion of Cafe Niao, the franchise of the future. Idiots cultivate food, and I cultivate business. I have something to report, boss. A report? Excellent. By the way, I told you to call me Chairman Niao here. Oh right, Chairman Niao, there's something urgent to report. Urgent? Well, that could be more urgent than gloating to myself about my money. Guy could be more comically evil if he had a mustache. I kind of want to see a robot with a mustache. Oh wait, there is a robot with a mustache. I forgot, the hippies. The hippies do that. A good cause is bank account. Yes. If this isn't more worthwhile than that, you will pay for it. In the literal sense. So the message is... What should we do, Chairman Meow? I've been thinking about what to do with that restaurant. First off, some small club like the Gourmet Research Society is of no interest to me. You have not heard of them, I feel like, if you're saying that. What could be a problem, however, is the huge academy that club is a part of, Gehenna. I've heard that the Gourmet Research Society isn't very popular in... I've heard the Gourmet Research Society isn't very popular in Gehenna. No, they're like number 2 terrorists, apparently. Is that information reliable? Yeah, sure. Okay, your clear confidence gives me faith in your answer. Clear confidence. Now, all I need to do is swat away the bug that is the Gourmet Research Society. And... please consider Sparrow's too valuable to give up on. Yes, we're just getting started. Don't give up before giving yourself a chance. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your kindness. But I feel as guilty as I do grateful. I've been nothing but a burden to you. Haruna and Fuuka agreeing is such a rare sight. It really is. Sensei, what do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. No need to worry about that right now. Anyway, if we get involved anymore, there'll be plenty of problems to overcome. And a big company like Niao Foods is too big of a problem to deal with. Who is the number 1 terrorist? The Onsen Club, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the Onsen Club is the number 1 terrorist. But they could probably swap places at any moment. But things are getting more and more out of control. But this restaurant has been passed down for generations. Right, you said you wanted to protect it no matter what. You're right, it might be best to join the Niao Foods franchise. I'd keep the building at least. No, that's not right. Gourmet dining isn't just about the food, but also the location. The atmosphere, the history, the situation. Gourmet is when all those elements work together to make buying dinner more than a simple transaction. I don't intend to allow Sparrow to lose its soul. Tea is good now. Oh, that's much better. I don't think you should give up. Really? I'm not a good cook at all. I think you cook just fine. It's just whatever passive magic debuff you have, for some reason, ends up making the perfectly good food turn into an eldritch abomination. That's a mystery that's weak. We're gonna have to solve another day, I feel like. Everything I make ends in ruins. The only thing I can create are disasters. I make one little mistake and suddenly the food is alive and attacking people. What? Aren't you burying the lead here? Wait, what's this word? Burying the lead? I don't know what that means. But no matter how many pasta-related injuries I cause, I never give up. Fuuka and Sensei are always there to support and encourage me, and more than anything, I don't want to turn away from cooking. I may not be a good cook, but I love cooking. And if it wasn't because of Fuuka, she would also be unintentionally the number 3 terrorist in all of Gehenna. Nothing makes me happier than people eating my food. There's no point quitting halfway through. Lead. Oh, it's lead. Thank you. One day, I know that I'm going to make delicious food each and every day. Not until we figure out why you have that passive. And I don't want to see you give up either. I hope I didn't overstep by saying that to you. To not give emphasis to the most important point of a news story. Hold up, let me back that up there. Burying the lead means to not give emphasis on the most important part of the foods of the story, which is the food attacking, coming to life and attacking people. Yeah, okay. Everyone, but if I don't give up, what should I even do? Well, we have the food, we have the chefs. We just need customers to know about it. I see. How about a food tasting promotion? Yes, it's time to show people the results of our hard work. A new and improved Sparrow restaurant with food good enough to back the claim. A restaurant with loyal customers can survive anything. Let's do this together. Is it really okay to have one more chance? I've been waiting for you to ask. And the answer is yes, we'll help you with anything. We're just getting started. Jury, do not cook. Time to give people a new taste of Sparrow. Nice. Alright then. West Commercial Side Road? Okay, food tasting, everyone. And for some reason, we are in Hyakuyako, with the yakisoba restaurant. Welcome, welcome. Grab a bite. It's a delight. A new Sparrow menu. Try a free sample. Sparrow? I thought they were closing. That was just a rumor. On the contrary, Sparrow is reinventing its menu. Well, let's see how it tastes. Choo choo choo. It's good. I mean, the old food was good too, but this is great. I love how savory it is, and the texture is much better. I'm so relieved. Please support the new and improved Sparrow. If it's this good when cold, imagine how good it'd be when fresh. Oh, the food was so good I almost forgot my business meeting. Thank you, but you really should go. I kind of feel guilty sometimes taking food samples because it's like, I tried the food sample and it's not that great, but it kind of like, do I have any obligation to buy anything? Probably not. I've actually, like, if it's bad enough, I will not actually buy it. But if it's like, this is actually pretty good, but I don't have the money right now. Oh, there was actually one time where someone had me try a tea from their recommended section, and I tried it, and it was actually pretty good. But I picked a different set of tea instead that was much cheaper because I couldn't afford the more expensive tea. It's like I'm sure they had some confused faces when they did that, but at least they made a sale. I'm pretty sure I was one of their few sales that day. Yeah, you feel like you do. That's the worst part. You feel like you do. It's a little bit better when you're inside a grocery store and they have like all these food samples because there's no obligation there. You're there to do other sorts of shopping. But if you're just like passing by in the street, tasting stuff, it's a sample for a reason. It's good. It's really good. But is there a problem? How much does it cost when you're not giving it away? Well, considering the cost of ingredients, transportation, and labor, it'll be about 900 yen. That much? I usually only spend 600 on lunch. And if you think that's low, that is actually about how much local prices cost in a local neighborhood. Like 900 yen is pretty cheap already, but for lunch, for some people, that's on the higher end of spending on lunch. 600 yen, 500 yen, sometimes even 400 yen if it gets that low. That's normal in Japan. And the tourist places are as high as they are because it's a tourist place. Really? It's only a little bit more expensive than the other restaurants, and Sparrow's prices have always been like that. Yeah, and that's why people thought Sparrow was closing. I won't be able to come too often at these prices. I mean, if I'm gonna splurge on a meal, I'd rather go all in and eat something more luxurious. The food is better than most places, sure, but ultimately it's pretty basic stuff. If I'm going to spend more than the bare minimum, I'd rather try something new. There's a limit to what Sparrow can make with the ingredients we have. I'm sorry, but that's not the customer's problem to solve. That's true, but... Oh, geez. Supply issues, pricing issues. I see. Taste isn't the only thing that's important, but the prices matter too. You never thought about that before, Haruna? That was our carelessness. We forgot the business side of things and focused too much on the quality of food. He's not wrong. And I guess whenever Haruna goes to try new places out, she doesn't really think about the cost. Which makes me wonder, is she actually rich? Is she actually rich or does she make money some other way? If anything, I think we just need more quantity. These portions are too small. You may have a point there? Are you sure that's not just a you thing, Akari? No, I thought the portions were too small as well. Well, I'm not sure if that helps. Chirp Market's ingredients are high quality, which means increased portions just lead to increased costs. And this area is flooded with cheap options thanks to Niao Foods, so we'll look pricey by comparison. If we want to win people over, we'll have to play their game. Unfortunately, their game includes a certain level of quality decline. I don't like it one bit. Why not both aim for both quality and quantity? Huh? How would that even be possible, Sensei? Having two tiers of menu? By consolidating the low and mid-tier items, we can cut costs by having a smaller, more standardized menu, while also offering a separate, more specialized menu for regulars so our offerings aren't too monotonous. Each menu will be smaller, but they'll have something to offer for both those looking for a quick bite and those looking for higher quality meals. Not a bad idea if we can get the balance right. I like this. I like the idea of a set menu. Set menus are great. If you ever find a set menu in Japan, try it. It usually is somewhat of a discount, not much of a discount, but you get a lot of food with a set menu for a decent price. Kind of like a school lunch. I don't think you should make the comparison. Lunch at our school is awful, but I bet the set menu at Sparrow will be great. You're saying that in front of Fuuka. Don't forget the owner's workload after we're gone. Yeah. There's a reason school lunches aren't appetizing. Do I rub this in? No. Don't forget the owner's workload after we're gone. I think this is a great idea. Good job, Sensei. But now we need to discuss buying cheaper ingredients for the standardized menu. I guess we have no choice but to find sources from this district. Haruna won't be happy about that. Of course she won't. She hates compromising. This is different. It's necessary for Sparrow's survival, so I'm making an exception. Speaking of which, we should leave the grocery shopping to Juri. What? It's a bit rude to be that surprised. Juri makes some mistakes in the kitchen, but she has a great eye for ingredients. Yes, it's a bit embarrassing to say this about myself, but I've started grocery shopping really hard. Grocery shopping can't be that difficult, right? I might not be the most helpful in the kitchen, but I can help by finding good ingredients. If you say so. That's that. Sensei? I guess it's time for me to start moving. Good luck. I guess the worst thing about grocery shopping is trying to find a grocery store that actually will give you a fair price. That's about it, really. A fair price for decent quality ingredients. I went to the street dominated by Nya Foods to buy groceries. Everything looked exceedingly normal, nothing special in sight. The street is really bustling today. I guess it makes sense considering the time. I'm kind of excited. You have a lot on your plate today, Juri. Not at all. I do this sort of thing every day for the school lunch club. If anything, today is easier and more enjoyable than usual. Oh, I'm not saying that school lunch club work isn't enjoyable. It's amazing seeing the senior members of the club work. Their skill is mesmerizing. Wait. Senior members of the club? Are you telling me there's more than just two of you? There's just more than two of you people? Just watching them makes me happy. I'd just be as happy if they made even more delicious lunches. I get what you're saying. I'm sure you hear things like that quite often. Right, that is what the school lunch club is supposed to do, but... Thanks for coming, Izumi and Akari. Absolutely, I love looking for delicious food. Where are these seniors? That is a good question! Where are these seniors that are supposedly around but not available? And why don't we even see mob characters? Where are the mob character school lunch club members? And I love eating it even more. Gulp. I just didn't want Juri to keep all the culinary eye candy to herself. Anyway, the more help the better, so don't worry about it, Sensei. I'm not sure about all that, especially when we have one person who will eat anything and another person who will eat everything. Right. Senior senpai, but if you say so. Alright, let's go grocery shopping. Our goal is to find the best of the best mediocre ingredients. Best of the best mid-tier ingredients, she says. There is such a thing. There is such a thing. Oh, this cabbage looks decent, but not too decent. There aren't many brown spots. It's hard when you push on it. So it's fresh at least. It looks affordably good. Excuse me, we'd like to buy these cabbages. Oh, sorry, we're all sold out. What? But I'm holding one right here. I'm sorry, we were paid in advance. Are you sure there are none left? I'm sure. Besides, we were told not to sell any more even if we had them. I'm so sorry. I wish it didn't have to be like this. They're being blocked. Why even have it on display? To taunt people. It's a conspiracy. This is nonsense. Let's try buying meat instead. It's gonna be the same story. The pork here looks good. It's a nice pink and the marbling looks good. We're closing for the day. What do you need? What? Already? We're all sold out today. Uh-huh. Did someone happen to pay you in advance? Yeah, actually. It's kind of strange. I've never had this happen before. Sorry, but please come again when we restocked. Something smells fishy, and it's not the meat. I hope not. Well, we can go buy soy sauce and cooking wine, but I have a bad feeling about this. Seasonings have a long shelf life and aren't something you often buy in bulk, so they shouldn't be sold out. What do you mean you don't buy seasonings in bulk? I'm pretty sure if you're a restaurant, you buy those things in bulk. Hello, do you have soy sauce and cooking wine? We also need cooking oil. We actually have to close until more inventory comes in. Everything's sold out? Yes, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Once or twice could be a coincidence, but 3 times? No way. Is someone doing this on purpose? But why? That's so mean. This is no accident. Let's check out other places. Same story everywhere. Because you know why? Because of the Helmet Gang people. And I guess the bigger corporation. It was fruitless. I'm not just talking about the fruit vendor. They like making this joke, don't they? Everything on the street is sold out? Not everything, Sensei. Just everything decent. Someone's trying to stop us, but why? Who's coming up? Because you crossed the line. Who's that? Oh, these guys. I was wondering if it was other people, but I guess it's just these guys. You're in too deep. You probably won't do it, but it's not too late to turn back. Walk away, then we'll stop interfering. You seem to know the answer already. What makes you think we'd walk away? Listen, it's inconvenient for both of us. We don't want to do this, and you don't want to either. So, if you stop, so can we. More like if we stop, you'll just take over Sparrow. That restaurant can't possibly be worth the trouble. It probably isn't worth the trouble, but this is to rise up against capitalism at this point. But fine, have it your way. I figured it would come to this, so I came prepared. Oh! We got robots now. Those things aren't wearing helmets at all. I see how it is. Remember, this is your fault. Things are gonna end a little bit differently this time. Right, so we're still gonna use the same team because it doesn't matter here. So instead of fighting contracted students, we bring in the actual muscle from the company. Unmarked, by the way, just in case anyone asks. No one's gonna know. It actually comes from the corporation that is trying to do things around here. But alright. Hey Jury, it's been a while. It's kind of funny they actually go towards the thing and act and like kill themselves with the food. Like, can you not do that? Or maybe do that. It would help us out quite a bit. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. So we just oh, back here. Clear. I'm kind of surprised we're going with the supplier angle here instead of the usual, hey, you're in too deep in your debts kind of thing. Ah, damn it. That was so tough. Tough. So what tough? It seems now food takes this sparrow business more seriously than I thought. Yeah, why do they look at Jury's food and think, oh, that looks good, let's have a bite? Because it's free food, that's why. What makes you say that? They've gone through a lot of trouble for just a single restaurant. It's not Sparrow itself that matters, but its refusal to submit it is a focal point. Focal point? For those who don't want to join Meow Foods, it's become a bit of a rallying point. Oh wow, you're just gonna tell the plot right here? Huh? The owner just wants to protect their business. Yeah, and the other owners are thinking the same thing. Regardless of the owner's intentions, the fact that Sparrow is still around, it's a bad look for Meow Foods and encourages other businesses to resist the company. Instead of a PR department, Meow Foods has us. Why have PR when you can just use goons to clear out everything else around here? That is such a gangster method. It's our job to get rid of Sparrow in the most striking way possible. It'll teach other business owners a lesson. And you're fine with that. And you're fine with telling us this. Well, it's not exactly an airtight plan. Then why follow such a maniac? Because I need pay rent. Right. That makes sense. Rent? Right, we're not helping Meow Foods, we're working for Meow Foods. Aside from the whole intimidation tactics thing, we get paid to collect, process, package, and distribute ingredients and products. For the gourmet helmet gangsters, Meow Foods is just a job creator. It's not like we're doing this for fun. It's not just us. There are plenty of people who'll be better off working for Meow Foods, including local shop owners. Really? That's your angle? What about the people who don't want that? Not my problem. I'm just doing my job. Is there any way we can negotiate? No idea. You'd have to speak with our employer directly. But good luck finding out the location of Meow Foods headquarters. It's not listed. That's shady. Oh, it's on their website. Of course, it would be on the website. Where? Meow Foods' #1 priority is to provide affordable and delicious food for the betterment of local communities. To visit us? I don't get paid enough for this. No, you don't. I don't know why you were trying to hide it when it was out there in the open. Oh, they fled. Makes sense to me. Should we get going ourselves? It's like that was a whole non-issue with the location. But hey, it's time to raid the offices now, Yakuza style. So where could this office be? Where do we go? Imagine it be just a warehouse in the back alley somewhere, and not an actual processing building of any sort. A cook-off. So that's what happened. It feels like things are getting out of hand. Are you sure we'll be okay? The answer to that doesn't matter. What matters is that there's no point in quitting halfway through. I'm not going to give up. Oh yeah? Yeah, half-eaten food only gets thrown away. Not Haruna's point, but I like where your head's at. Think of it as a test of will. Do we have the determination to seek the ultimate taste no matter the danger? There is no meal better than one earned. The Gourmet Research Society has a new target. Meow Foods. Meow Foods HQ. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Oh, that's such a light knock. I was expecting like door kicking down. Oh, because it's not them. Chairman Yao, I have something to report. What is it? The Gourmet Research Society is heading towards Nyaomoto Foods HQ. What? How did they find us? Well, it's on the company website. What? Who told you to put an address on the website? You did, Chairman Yao. Do you always have to do what people tell you? I mean, they pay me to, so yeah. That's kind of the point of the job. What a smart guy. Customers so passionate they're coming straight to us. It'd be rude not to greet them. Hospitably. Okay, your attitude has completely changed and I'm not sure what orders I'm supposed to follow anymore. Good standard practice to make sure people can find your company, even when it comes to a raid. Shut up! Call the reserves. Prepare for battle. Is that really the best option? No questions! There's the headquarters of Nyao Foods. Yes. Yes, that is apparently what we're gonna do. Fight. Very straightforward event that we got going on here. I don't know. I feel like I guess even the Veritas New Year's event was fairly straightforward if you think about it. It's just, you know, there's a lot more going on there. Kind of. Including smoking grass and eating weed that might taste like an energy drink, even though that's probably not actually how it works. Probably. Anyway. This looks awfully familiar. Are you sure we're not in Abydos right now? Because this looks like we're in Abydos for some reason. Yep, Kaiser Corp right over here. The copy and paste Kaiser Corp background. That's probably why it looks familiar. Oh, look at that! It's a construction site! Wow! Where's the CEO? Or the president? Whatever you call yourself, I'm calling you out. Hiding is just going to make us get louder. Wow, all this food looks delicious! Can I try it? Then can I finish it? This looks like a construction site and not a warehouse. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you should go out there. I think we're about to lose our entire stock of food. Yakuza 5 moment? No! That's potential profit! The damages! Alright, I'm making an executive decision. Time to end this. Executive decision to do what? Before we begin, thank you for the warm welcome. I aim to please. May we ask why you rolled out the red carpet for us? As the head of Nyamoto Foods, I'm in charge here. Trying to enter without prior notice or reservation will result in an automated response. That response happens to be a very proactive security system. So, a proper meeting could have been scheduled. It's on a case-by-case basis, so meaning no. But the review process takes about a month or two. I feel very pleased with our approach then. Thanks for the explanation. Let's get to the point. I prefer that. Efficiency and efficiency and adaptability are the foundations of management. Efficiency in doing what? Destroying the concept of gourmet by flooding the market with nothing but cheap, low-quality food? Yeah. You have a problem with good business? I'm almost impressed at how you can ignore such an obvious problem. You spent too much time in an office. You lost sight of what your own product is supposed to be. As if consumers even pay attention to trivialities like how their food tastes. Some do. Some do. I know exactly what my product is. More food at cheaper prices. People are happier that way. Are you suggesting I should just throw out ingredients and food below a certain quality? Why would I ever be so wasteful? I'll give you a simple answer. You're deceiving people. Not even fish can survive in water that's too clean. But it's important to keep the water as clean as possible. Maybe I'm too much of a big picture boss to get it, but isn't it strange to cling to such tiny details? What's strange is the name Niao Foods. You don't seem to make anything that qualifies as food. Are you perhaps making cat food for the cat people? I resent that comment. Your answer is as bland as your products. This is a conversation right there. Okay then, a cook-off. What? You heard me? A cook-off. Let's have a cooking contest. This is about food, so let's compete with food. I'm actually surprised you suggested that. It'll be fair, so no one can object to the results. Oh no. This is clearly bait for a trap, right? Bait? Is it edible? Izumi, not right now. What do you think, Haruna? If it is a trap, the Gourmet Research Society will spring it and win anyway. Right. I accept your challenge. Didn't you forget to ask someone to accept that challenge? It's New Year's. Feeling festive? I am. Holiday foods only? Let's compete with Osechi. Osechi? Lots of manual work, surprisingly difficult to make taste good. Which makes it the best way to test our cooking skills, no? What will the competition be? We make osechi using the same quality and quantity of ingredients, then have members of the Merchants Guild taste it. That sounds surprisingly fair? She's gonna invite someone to participate in the cook-off. I think that invitation has been sent in advance already. And whoever gets more positive reception wins? Exactly. If Now Food wins, you'll give up on Sparrow. And if we win, you'll keep your grubby hands away from Sparrow. I accept. We accept too. And of course, nobody at the head of a major organization would ever go back on their word, right? I'd wager all of Now Food's sales on that not happening. So, are you wagering the food sales then? Well, you're out of a job now. I mean, I don't want to try to fight them. But are you sure cook-off will work? Fool! This is free marketing! Marketing? You see, I did some research and found out about the Gourmet Research Society's notoriety. And he's just bringing this up now? What would happen if we broke the infamous Gourmet Research Society in front of the Merchants Guild? The status of Nya Foods among the students of Kivotos would be absolute! I don't think they care. Remember, appealing to the Kivoto student demographic never fails. Yeah, that's really great business advice, but I don't think they really care. By the way, are you gonna pay us overtime? Results first, pay later. I don't think that's how overtime works. That's not how overtime works everywhere else in the world, but apparently that's how it works in here. Well, at least it sounds like there's no sabotage happening. It's just that they didn't think that it wouldn't be them cooking. They have a pinch hitter, and by pinch hitter I mean abducted cook, who basically has a stake in this now anyway. I said to get rid of the problem. How did you come back with even more problems? Please, no need to shout, Fuuka. Don't try to tell me to calm down. Cooking contest? Against Niao Foods? And members of the Merchants Guild will be the judges? How much are we preparing? 100 stacks. As you know, osechi is prepared in multiple side dish boxes that can be stacked. Usually 3 or 4 people share a stack. Alright, a little bit of a thing. Osechi is a thing that's normally done during New Year's, and really only during New Year's, because look at this massive amount of food that you have in a box. Now, this is no ordinary bento box. Like, yes, you can get something similar in bento boxes if you look for it hard enough. However, this is meant for New Year's. This is also meant to be ordered months ahead of time, because these tend to be expensive. These are made usually with higher quality ingredients ahead of time. All these ingredients here are prepared way ahead of time. The shrimp is not fresh. That is probably candied to some degree, but they are still very much edible. And if you get the really fancy kind, if I can get a... Okay, maybe we can't zoom in that way. If you get the really fancy kind of osechi, do not... That one, this one. If you get the really fancy kind of osechi, you will even be able to get a spiny lobster thrown in there. Or maybe the spiny lobster is part of the thing. But these are expensive because they're not meant for one person. They are meant to be shared with a group of people. And stacks of at least 3, maybe even 5. But yeah, I kind of want to try one of these, but you can't really get this outside of Japan. It's impossible. Unless somehow you live around Hawaii in a Japanese community, you might be able to find one there. Or California, where there's a strong Japanese community, you might also find it there. But yes, New Year's only food. Usually 3 or 4 people share a stack, hence why they're so big. So it's a simple order of food for 400 people. That's a lot of orders. I think I'm gonna go over there and pass out for a while. Sorry, Fuuka, you'll have to pass out afterward. The contest has already started. We're already committed. But did you forget to ask someone? Her and the shop owner. No, you're already committed. You're the one who accepted this challenge, Haruna. And now you're making me deal with it. She has... Yeah, it's just Tuesday. I'm sorry, Fuuka. Huh? Haruna apologized? Sensei, hold that thought. She apologized, but she didn't. You don't know what she's apologizing for yet. Hold that thought. I don't just love eating delicious food, I love sharing it too. A good meal is something anybody and everybody appreciates. And that's why I can't leave Niao Foods alone. If they have their way, there'll be nothing to eat beyond their bland products. I don't want that. I don't want to see Sparrow disappear. And I don't want to sit idly by while people are being deprived of one of life's universal pleasures, good food. So you're saying you accepted the challenge for the sake of the people here? Are you sure about that? I don't believe you. I actually do not. I actually don't believe you. I am. And you want me to help? I'm saying that too, yes. And if I say no, what happens then? Like I said, I won't sit idly by. We'll think of something. Oh, she has a choice. Fuuka actually has a choice. Is that even possible? Whether I do something or not has nothing to do with possibility. I knew the risk when accepting Meow Food's challenge. There's a high chance of failure and mockery. Yeah, that does sound new. What? And no one knows the future, and fear of it won't suppress my love of gastronomy. If you say that, but if you actually lose, you'll be moping for weeks. Surprise. Okay, I'll help. Also, character development for Fuuka, she volunteers help. I say volunteer, but there seems to be a tiny little bit of pressure. There's a tiny little bit of pressure. I feel like tiny little bit of pressure. But she eventually said yes. So character development from both of them here. Fuuka? I had a feeling you'd drag me in something anyway. Besides, you're not the only one who doesn't want Sparrow to disappear. I know it's a bit late for alternatives, but is there really no other way? Let me be honest with you, Sensei. Cooking is a battle of capital to an extent. Homemade meals are all about taste, but restaurants have to balance flavor with being a business. Of course, there are restaurants who don't even try to balance that and think it's all business. It's gonna become useless right afterwards. Yeah. But at least there's hope? Question mark? Every time I come across a restaurant like that, I get the urge to turn off the faucet. Faucet? Turn off? What are you talking about? If you saw a sink overflowing with water and the faucet was still on, what would you do? Turn it off. Turn it off? And when I see a restaurant where prices exceed food quality, that's the urge I get. Prices exceed food quality. I'm not sure what she means by this. Faucets are generally easier to turn off than rising prices. That is true. Anyway, normally it would be nearly impossible for Sparrow to compete with Meow Foods. It can only temporarily compete on the same level because of the conditions of the contest. Shouldn't you have started this with this explanation? Regardless, a crisis is just an opportunity that's backwards. Guys, are you following what she's saying? Because I'm not following what she's saying. So let's just throw it in reverse, win, and get everything we want. I don't have a single doubt about our impending success. Please never get into gambling, Haruna. Never actually get into gambling. Why in the world would I do that? I'm not Koyuki. She's not Koyuki. She'll never get into gambling. Sorta, a crisis is an opportunity to actually solve something. But she's also sus AF every time she speaks. I think she's doing this out of self-interest and trying to justify herself. But the logic is so out there, you just kind of have to roll with it. That's what I'm getting. Gambling would only distract from gastronomy. But what if... Okay, hear me out here. What if the said gambling place has a really good buffet, like in Las Vegas? They kind of do that. They kind of do that over there. But some people just go for the buffet and don't actually gamble. So you know what? I just kind of killed my point, whatever that point might be. That's reassuring. 400 people. I've never cooked so much food at once. That's what Fuuka's here for. You think I'm some sort of magical wish dispenser? Besides, every time I cook in large quantities, I always have some kind of accident. Don't worry, that's where the Gourmet Research Society comes in. How? We can tell the difference between a teaspoon of sugar, too much of, or a drop of soy sauce too little. We've got the tasting covered. Maybe the point was the friends we made along the way. All you're gonna do is eat! They're not helping, they're just eating. Wow, business as usual. Didn't they cook one time? Like just one time, didn't they actually cook? So it was Nyafu's that brought out all the vegetables. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you understand. In her case, her friends were literally made out of food. You had no choice. Don't worry about it. The ingredients Nyafu's brought have been returned, so they're all available. A competition between Sparrow and Nyafu's using the same ingredients. I'm looking forward to it. Good luck. There's a problem with the ingredients. Did we get all the lower tier ingredients? Is that what happened? What's the issue? Ah, I see. They're crushed. We'll have to throw away about a third of this. This is a disaster. There's no way they should have been packaged so poorly. Oh, that's sabotage right there. But according to the contest rules, we can't use any other ingredients. Really? Sabotage? Even at this stage? Looks like the operation ruined the ingredients by delivering them in a deliberately unsafe manner was successful. Good, keep in touch. Also, we should start workshopping these names. That's entirely way too long. What's wrong with these ingredients? They were only at Nyafu's headquarters for a few days, but they look like they've been there for a month. I can't believe it. They look practically expired. Call it wet aging. Some people wet age, some people dry age. I think it'll work out. Should have expected this. What do we do? As long as Nyafu's uses the same ingredients, it'll be a fair competition. But I have a feeling they won't be doing that. It worked! Report to the higher-ups. Operation Make the Ingredients Spoil Faster with Defunct Storage succeeded. That's not even proper dry aging. I thought the seasonings at least would be fine. I'd like to apologize. Once I sent an item away, it doesn't belong to me, but... Still, I didn't expect all the bottles to be cracked. A food distribution company that doesn't transport goods products properly. Outrageous. Thanks for saying that. Light novel names. We didn't even get to see the name of that one. Operation Break All the Bottles so that the ingredients all splatter together in the boxes and somehow we still deliver it anyway. I guess we managed to collect all the ingredients. Yeah. The contest condition was to only use ingredients obtained from the street. But can we go around that? But sabotaging distribution like this... I have no idea what Nyafu's is thinking. But I'm thinking of ways to make them pay for this. Oh, Akari in her terrorist phase. I don't think she usually does terrorist actions, right? That's mainly a Junko and Haruna thing. The store owners make me question their competence. It's not the store owners, it's the actual delivery. It's the actual delivery. But since it was delivered, destruction. Since it was delivered, not in a good condition, well, it is what it is sometimes. That's when you ask for a refund for bad delivery. But they can't do that here, apparently. Are you okay, Fuuka? Oh, Sensei. I'm fine. There's just a lot to do. You shouldn't overwork yourself. Why don't we take a break? I'm sorry. She's gotta cook. I'll go get some fresh air. You must be thinking that Fuuka is overwhelmed. I hope that's what you're thinking. I didn't even say anything. But you've been watching her all day. Are you actually worried? I guess I can't hide anything from you. She's clearly reached her limit. But I don't know why. What do you want to do, Haruna? I mean, come on. She's clearly reached her limit because 1, there's a lot of orders to make. 2, there's not enough ingredients. And 3, whatever ingredients were left over is in poor crap condition. So, of course she will be stressed. I don't know what you're thinking. That's not what I expected you to ask. You always catch me off guard. I want to win. We need to. Not just for gastronomy's sake, but for the sake of all those who have hopes for Sparrow. But what we need in order to win isn't my strength. And it hurts to know that. Yeah, you can't just solve this by blowing things up. I'm sure there's something you can do. You can blow them up later. You gotta win the food fight first. Then you can blow them up. You really think so? I do. Could you tell me? Well, I guess, what happened? Did something happen to Fuuka? I saw her on a scooter on her way to Gehenna just a moment ago. Ah, she went off to get ingredients. I see. Oh, she just wanted to get some fresh air. Phew. Do you have any idea why Fuuka would go to Gehenna right now? I have an idea. Yes, I think I know. She's looking for Nya food items that are over there. Scooter Fuuka! She actually does go on a scooter in her thing, doesn't she? Are you absolutely sure? I trust Yuri knows what she's talking about. I do too. But would she really go to the rooftop of the school lunch club to de-stress? There she is. Amazing. Okay, you're up, Haruna. You're up to do what? What are you talking about, Sensei? You're more qualified for this kind of situation. I think you should handle this one. Are you sure she should handle this one? I think it'll be good for her development. Let's see how this goes. Let her cook, I guess. May I ask why? When it comes to understanding Fuuka, oh no. You have me beat. I mean, I suppose. I suppose that's right. But also, isn't she like the source of Fuuka's problems? Like, all of her problems? Well, 90% of her problems anyway. I appreciate the kind words. But don't you think this should be handled by the right person? Huh? I am the right person? Sensei, are you sure there's the right move? Are you actually sure there's the right move? Understood. If you insist, Sensei. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe this is where all the Yuri fanfics came from. All the Yuri art came from this. Among the other stuff. I was wondering what all the fuss was about. Sorry for intruding. Did Yuri tell you I'd be here? Yeah. Is this not a good time? If this is about work, don't worry, I'll head back soon. I just need a moment, going all the way to Gehenna for that. So, nice rooftop you got. You come here often? If that's supposed to be a pickup line, that is a terrible pickup line. What the heck, Haruna? School lunch club work keeps me busy, so it's hard to take breaks farther away. This rooftop's become my go-to relaxation spot. Are you stressed? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I've been thinking about what it is we're fighting for, what we're fighting against. Well, we're fighting for the sake of gastronomy and against Nyafu's underhanded business tactics. I heard what you talked about with the gourmet helmet gangsters. What was it? From Akari? Yeah. Then you know everything. If we win, will the people working for Nyafu's lose their jobs? The possibility isn't zero. We're fighting because we're fanatics who got involved into something that's making us work. That's also true. She's just breaking the ice? It's still a really bad pickup line. If Nya Foods fails to take control of Sparrow, well, that might lead to a domino effect of other restaurant owners rejecting Nya Foods. That could in turn lead to a downturn of Nya Foods' distribution business. Naturally, if they have to cut losses due to less business, they'll likely fire employees. But those said employees could make up for their crimes by helping out with the restaurants and the businesses in the area. They're not going to lose their jobs just because of that. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Really? You're worrying about that? There are also definitely some shop owners who want to side with Nya Foods. And some people think we're just causing unnecessary trouble. You would not be wrong. Some people are too afraid of the water to rock the boat. But hey, sometimes the boat needs rocking. Yeah, well, sometimes the boat just capsizes also. Oh, really? I just want to help Sparrow's owner. How did it come to this? How did it come to this? It came to this because Haruna, for some odd reason, wanted to save the shop and dragged you into this. That's how it came into this. You did not have to be involved, but she got you involved. Are you really that worried? If we win, if I help you win, then people will lose something important. I hate seeing others suffer. That's why I joined the school lunch club. And how do you see us? As students in the dining hall, I should be taking care of you. As students outside the dining hall, my biggest headache. And the gourmet helmet gangsters are the same in your eyes. These are two polar opposites, very much so. Weird, huh? Even though all they've done is attack us. Fuuka? Everywhere gain is found, loss follows. Gastronomy is no exception. Hesitation will only lead to great restaurants disappearing. We can't just watch that happen. Isn't that why we fight? Is it? Right. Nya Foods isn't gonna take it easy on us. They're already trying to destroy us and Sparrow by any means necessary. Even if we succeed, Nya Foods loses nothing but opportunity. Layoffs may or may not happen. It's a possibility, but only a possibility. But if we lose, the owner of Sparrow loses everything. That's not a possibility. It's a certainty. So we have the trolley problem here, except that the trolley problem is a little bit more personal with that one person. I can understand that. And Sparrow's owner won't be the only victim. Everyone on that street will be victims too. Why's that? They'll lose their inalienable right to experience true gastronomical glory. It's her only reason for any of this. But she always seems to tie it up into that. Gourmet. Everything's about gourmet. But she does have a point. If there's too many fast food chains in an area or too many franchise chains in an area, then you lose the flavor of what makes that town actually good. You know? It's nice to have a nice mom and pop shop somewhere. But also, not all mom and pop shops are good, so visit the ones that you do like. Just FYI. Same thing wrapped in different boxes. You can fool Fuuka, or maybe you're not fooling Fuuka, but she's gonna roll with it anyway. Why are you laughing? That was a very Haruna thing to say. Ahem. When it comes to gastronomy, I have nothing to offer but sincerity. It's not something I compromise on. And neither do you, Fuuka. Me? I know you. You rarely show your real skills. You haven't had the chance to do so. Well, here it is. Are you really gonna back down now? I see. If you're that committed, I guess I'll have to tag along. What other option is there? We've already come this far. Right, thanks to someone. Wow, she's conscious about it? Shall we get going? Sensei's here too, I assume? I've been caught! I've been eavesdropping. I had a hunch. Sorry. Sorry, lunch wife. Sorry, lunch wife. We were eavesdropping on that. Haruna can be cute sometimes. Which makes me want to look at Haruna's Momo talk a little bit closer. I did it a long time ago, but I don't remember reading any of it. Mixed bonito stock with egg, which I don't think I've done. Some sugar in the soy sauce with mirin rice wine. Finely ground fish meat. Soy sauce, mirin, and sugar is a regular combo when making soy sauce based sauces. What about the herring roe? It's being dried now. Next, grill the yellowtail and snapper. Haruna is cute when she's not kidnapping or blowing up places. Most students are like that, I would have to say. The shrimp is done. Let's dry this separately. I finished chopping carrots. See, guys? She can help with prep, she just can't put it together. Single ingredients only. Thanks. Oh, I forgot the taro. And they're not helping, they're just watching. This is so nice to see. The owner and the school lunch club working together to make osechi with the Gourmet Research Society's assistance. Yes, our taste tests are invaluable. Hey, tasting really is vital to cooking. Besides, we're in charge of cleaning up. I'm just happy to be here. We'll do life or death cook-off. We should do life or death cook-offs more often. No, we should not. We should not. She just wants to eat. I don't blame her. It's free food. You guys are paying for this, right? Give me the report on Osechi production. Like a well-oiled machine, boiling, pickling, roasting, everything's working seamlessly. More production, more consumption, a new meaning to conveyor belt food. I guess technically you can also make conveyor belt food of this. Oh wait, I think I did see a fried rice making machine. If I find it, we should look at it after the event is over. The more food you make, the more money we rake. Eat to fill your stomachs, work to fill your life. My life is overflowing already. RIP. Prayers to the send support to the beleaguered helmet gangster. I never thought I'd ever be. I never thought I would actually what do you call this? Be sympathetic to a helmet gangster, but I'm kind of sort of sympathetic right now to them. Oh heck no! Why are you guys here? Why are you guys here? I haven't seen you in forever. Hello to all our viewers! How was your year? Are you ready to greet the new one? It's Chrono School of Journalism's idol reporter, Kawaru Shinon. The media is everywhere. Does anyone know where I am right now? Don't feel bad if you don't. We thought it was just an ordinary shopping district before we heard the news. Have you heard of Nyamoto Foods? I'm sure plenty of you have. Magic. It's magic. Nyamoto Foods, also known as Nya Foods, is a food company that has been rapidly expanding throughout Kivotos. Today, we receive a report that a new New Year's Osechi cook-off hosted by Nyamoto Foods will be held here. Pachi pachi pachi. Today's sponsor is none other than Nyamoto Foods itself, and they provided a special guest for today. Guys, I just gotta remind you, We are not sponsored. Note, no ads are on this channel for the foreseeable future because we do not qualify for ads. Alright, thanks for dropping by, GNG. It's Nyamoto-kan, president of Nyamoto Foods. A black undershirt, yet there's still the underboob. Wait, is she actually wearing an undershirt? I did not notice. Mwahaha! Nice to meet you, everyone. Thank you for your interest in this modest event. Mwahaha! Hold up, is she actually wearing one? Oh, she is. She is wearing an undershirt, but I feel like it doesn't go down far enough because the underboob, or you could say almost front boob? Front boob, under boob, it's not fully showing, but the nipples are being hidden somehow. I don't know how. The nipples should technically be present here, but yeah, they're just not. 1/3 of a boob. They're a traditional local owner counting on taste to... wait, what? I think I missed something. And challenging Nya Foods? They're a traditional local owner counting on taste to secure victory against this emerging conglomerate power. Anime logic, don't worry about it. It's the owner of Sparrow! Hello, nice to meet everyone. The rules of the contest are simple. Whoever makes the best 100 stacks of Osechi wins. Honestly, I'm concerned for my opponent. This shirt must be squeezing the fun bags pretty tight, as they always have been. We at Nya Foods use cutting-edge tech and mass production systems to prepare our Osechi without incident. But Sparrow relies on manual labor, so I worry how they handle such quantity. I see! How generous of you to care about the circumstances of the opponent, Mr. Niao. How's the atmosphere at Sparrow? Dire. Very dire. Mwahahaha. It's impossible. Wait, hold up. I got the perfect thing for this. Mwahahaha. It's impossible. As if 100 stacks of Osechi wasn't hard enough, there's no way they survived the sabotage. I can see it now. Sparrow's owner's in tears, embarrassed for coming to the contest without even the required amount of food. And then finally, my magnanimity. Well, thanks to everyone's support, we were able to make 100 stacks of Osechi. Huh? What? Wow, so you're saying Sparrow can compete with the mass production method of Nya Foods? Can we ask your secret? It's thanks to everyone who supported us. I'll introduce them to you. Hello, I'm Akiyo Fuuka of Gehenna School Lunch Club. Nice to meet everyone. And I'm Korodate Haruna of the Gourmet Research Society of Gehenna. Oh, attention everyone! The School Lunch Club and Gourmet Research Society of Gehenna are both here. Isn't it incredible to see them working together? What's going on in Gehenna? Usually she gets kidnapped, but they're helping each other? An unprecedented collaboration is driving Sparrow's success. I, Kawaru Shinon, cannot believe what I'm seeing. I think everyone knows about their reputation, it seems. Nothing to worry about? That much homemade food is in such a short time. There's no way you can beat food made with industrial precision. You know, he's sounding a lot less than Mr. Krabs and a lot more than Plankton. I have not watched SpongeBob, but I do know the rivalry between Plankton and Mr. Krabs. And this sounds like a Plankton thing. And now the battle begins. Today's judges will be members of the Merchants Guild, all known for their picky taste. Very picky, apparently. Wait, can I try too? Thank you! Sneaking the free food? It's been a while since I had Osechi. Osechi's good, but I get sick of it after a while because it's so sweet. Yeah, you need a lot of sugar for Usagi to preserve it, because you're making a lot of it at one time, and they're supposed to last for a few days. And it's just so hard to make at home because it's so elaborate. Wait, this taste? I don't even like Usagi that much. Yeah, it's not that popular these days, but hey, it's nice to look at. They really are nice to look at. I kind of want to try one. This is the Usagi from Nya Foods. And well, taste is expected, exactly as expected. And this is sparrows. Hey, hurry up and try this. It's good. You know, I've actually never had Usagi before. Isn't it exciting? That's great. You know what else is great? This district. You should promote it. Don't you think the Chrono School of Journalism being here is already enough promotion? Right, well, I was just thinking. My god, I didn't know Usagi could be this tasty. Amazing. Oh, I may try. Oh! Are we gonna go with the clothes ripping taste? Oh my gosh, Shokugeki no Shoma could have been good. It could have been. Everyone, are you watching closely? This New Year cook-off, sponsored by Nya Foods, is reaching its peak. And now, time to decide the winner. I've done my best. All I can do now is wait for the results. Victory was decided before the cooking even started. My victory is a fact waiting to be discovered. The winner by a landslide. I should have prepared a victory speech. Honestly, being so in control is almost burdensome. Naturally, feign humility, generosity, let the win speak for itself. Maybe I can speak for the win too. Yes, like an assembly line, everything always proceeds as planned. What an unexpected result! No one could have predicted this. Sparrow wins! Yes, condolences to Sparrow. What? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I think the hardest part for you guys was just actually being able to make it. The taste. The taste was in the bag. Just actually making it is the hard part. I can't believe this. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's hold on a second. There must be a mistake. 100 stacks for 400 people in total? It's homemade food. There must be inconsistent quality. My food was mathematically designed to be efficiently tasty. What more do you want? Maybe you took this too lightly, Chairman Yao. You! People say they get sick of Usagi because it's mostly sweet. It's easy for people to get tired of sweet food. It really is. On top of that, the food was drowning in synthetic seasonings. If you tasted it once, you've tasted it 100 times. Oh, why are you pretending you're any different? We are different, and we had different aftertastes. We selectively used various minor ingredients such as ginger, sesame, and shredded red pepper. He's basically admitting to cheating. He hasn't admitted to cheating. He admitted to making it mass-produced, which is not cheating. But yeah, that's about it. That's all he's admitting to so far. That's not all. Nya Foods mindlessly mixed low-quality ingredients with synthetic seasonings. But no amount of seasonings can cover the poor quality of those ingredients. Texture and mouthfeel matter too. Even if shiitake and mushroom taste the same, people usually prefer them slightly chewier. But how were you able to make food for 400 people in such a short time? Oh, that? Jury? How many servings does the school lunch club prepare every day? 4,000 or so? 4,000 lunches! Holy crap, Gehenna is huge. And that's assuming that's not all the students, because not everyone eats at the dining hall. He basically admitted to making it in a way that they would be forfeit to give up. He admitted to fixing it. Fuuka the Flash, how do you make 4,000 lunches in one day? I assumed it was only the two of them, but apparently they have other people that we just haven't seen before. I can't believe Niao Foods will be so worried about a mere 400 servings. Mere 400! And regardless of the serving size, the Gourmet Research Society can tell the difference between a teaspoon of sugar too much or a drop of soy sauce too little. Canon wife? The other canon wife? So, you're saying Hina is the canon comfort wife, and Fuuka is the canon lunch wife. Is polygamy allowed in Kivotos? Is polygamy allowed in Kivotos? Our victory was inevitable from the beginning. What an incredible result! The Karisha reveal the secrets of their success. The scene is full of excitement. They're not gonna go down. Ah, who gives a damn? Who cares about the contest? Who cares about the food? Chairman Yao? Get him! Gourmet helmet gangsters? Yao Foods Reserve Corps. Punish them! You're doing this on TV. Are you sure you want to do this on TV? Because now you're getting bad publicity. I can't believe this ended in even more work for us. Work is work. Try not to be resentful. He's also probably not going to hold up his end of the bargain. But with all the bad press, is this going to hurt his business? Resentful. Interesting word of choice. What an interesting development. I knew it would come to this. Yay! Time to work off all this delicious food. I'm pretty sure you work it off just normally, but okay, fine. The scene is reaching to an even greater climax. A duel between Niao Foods and the Gourmet Research Society, the notorious terrorist group of Kivotos. Don't go anywhere, folks. This broadcast is far from over. It's just another event, guys. It's just another event, except we're bringing in the problem solver group to do this instead, and not them, because I'm too lazy to change the group. Wow. He doesn't care about PR apparently. If he's gonna fight them out here in the open with the press watching. But then again, I guess a gunfight in Kivotos isn't the most unusual thing. So, yeah. Oh, now it's a mixed group though. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I picked. Alright, clear them out. Boom! Can we clear this out? Yes, we can. Gotta love the AoE in this group. It's so good. Here's some food, by the way. Except, only one person got to eat it. Oh well. More for them. Happy New Year again, guys. We've celebrated New Year in the past couple of months. 3 times. Yes, 3 times already. We had the camping New Year, we had the problem solving New Year, and now we have this Happy New Year for the third time these couple of months. Finally, the vortex of shady business dealings that drove the holiday season into a series of battles had come to an end. Finally. Sensei, hurry! The festival is starting! Oh, CG! With all the Osechi! Oh, they actually do show the Osechi here. Ah, look, guys. This is basically what we saw, except they went for the lobster. Holy crap, the lobster's gotta be expensive. Lobster and shrimp in the same thing. And then we have Jury's fish cooking over here in the back. Hold up, what, why? Why do we have Jury's fish stuff? Who let her cook? Who let her cook? That, no. Someone's gonna eat that. That's probably just for Izumi. We prepared festival food in Osechi. It should be okay if we have leftovers. Good thing Osechi is supposed to be eaten over an extended period of time anyway, and that's why it's so sweet. Preservation. Amazing! I love New Year's. It should be longer. I don't think we'll have to worry about leftovers with food this good. I somehow worry when you're the one saying that. They say all the worries are self-fulfilling prophecies, you know. I just hope the coming New Year is full of great things. And that I can make even greater food. Sensei, try this too. It's not much, but I put extra effort into it. The best food, the best location, and the best ending. I've glimpsed where ultimate gastronomy lies. A beautiful moment soon to be turned into a fond memory for me and the Gourmet Research Society. Yeah, what happened to Nyamoto? What happened to them? He said, "You haven't seen the last of me, mwahaha," then he ran away. I'm kinda worried. Don't worry. No one who ever said that has met a good end. That's why they never say it. We can always get together and make sure of that. What about the gourmet helmet gangsters? Are you worried about them, Fuuka? Sensei? I'll figure it out. Wait, why are we figuring that out? As long as they accept their wrongdoings? We could get them part-time jobs at Sparrow. Really? Would that be okay? They did bad things, but it didn't seem like fundamentally bad people. I talked about it with Sensei. Correcting mistakes is better than punishing them. You hear that, guys? This is just another method of correction. Correction is reforming them also through part-time work. You guys are way too nice. Sensei, as always, thank you. Thank you, Sensei. Soft correction. We couldn't have done it without you. Happy New Year, Sensei. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. To a Happy New Year of eating. Already time? Happy New Year. Happy New Year's in September, everyone. Wait, what did it say? And so the new year began in Kavotos, again for the third time. I hope for everyone to be happy in this moment. Regardless of whether they're on the right path or not, or a less conventional path of their own. I feel like that line right there is kind of prophetic. What's happening right now with the devs of Blue Archive. But I shouldn't bring that in. Oh, what happened? Ah, the CG, the illustration became true. What? The grill snapper came alive. Sorry, I'm sorry. There's my mistake. Never mind whose fault it is. How is this even physically possible? Magic. Magic exists. Time for the Gourmet Research Society to step in. Haruna, maybe stop for a second. We wouldn't want... Already, Haruna. Everyone, seriously, take a second to think about this. Sensei's watching. We're at a festival. Ah, you're so sweet. Oh no. Oh no, explosion already. We tried to save Sparrow and now it got blown up. Haruna! Like I was saying, I hope for everyone to be happy in this moment. All that work to save Sparrow gone to waste. They will be paying for damages, right? I hope they will be paying for damages. Well, and I'm guessing this is the snapper that came back to life. That kind of makes sense now. Well, that was kind of fun. We got a little bit of character development from Haruna, and also a little bit, I suppose, of from Fuuka. But I don't know. I don't remember when volume F comes. Was it before this or after this? Because if volume F comes after this, I feel like everything that happened here kind of went out the window. But also, it kind of went out the window after the fish coming to life thing. And the explosions and whatnot after. Gotcha. That was fun though. I enjoyed that. Did you already complete all the quests? I completed all the, let me double check. I completed all these quests. Yeah, of course I would. Of course I would be farming during this thing. You don't have to do the story to do the quest. Of course I will be farming. The only thing I didn't do is challenge quests, because I don't do the challenge quests typically. Holy crap, that's a lot more challenge quests than I expected. I can do this one. I can probably do this one. I can do a few of these. I think I can do a few of these off stream. Huh. That's a lot of that's quite a few gems here that I might want to try. I wish you could skip the first few quests. Yeah, it's a bit of a grind. I mean, but that's just kind of how it goes, right? I mean, even with the Hina dress event, you still have to do that. But keep this in mind. Probably the main reason to keep them in there, other than padding, is that there will always be newbies to the game. There'll always be newbies to the game, and that's basically for them. They have to farm there. They can't farm much higher. But yes, for everyone else, I don't know how else they would be able to do it. Maybe a skip button if they can detect, hey, you can one-shot everything. Skip would be nice. I think that would actually be nice. But let's see. Wow, okay, we actually kind of finished a little bit earlier than usual whenever we do this. Do you guys want to try doing one group story? We are going to be doing a different event, a different past event next week. And I want to clear up a little bit of Momo Talks also next week. Probably Tuesday, when our usual Other Blue Archive stream was normally scheduled. I was looking at my schedule for next week and then was kind of having trouble figuring out what to do, which is a surprise, because I don't usually have that much trouble, but I've gotten to the point on my backlog where, yes, my backlog is still kind of big, but what do you call this? There are like smaller games that I would like to spread out. We have completed the main story. Now, here's the thing about the main story. If you look back into the archives of the channel, it did start off in a weird spot. We started, I think, at the either chapter 3 or chapter 4 of Eden Treaty. I want to say maybe chapter 3 of Eden Treaty, and went from there. Now, it has been a while, so I may go back to the rest of chapter 1, volume 1, volume 2, and maybe even the first part of volume 3, because most of that stuff was done off stream before I decided to stream Blue Archive, and I just kind of want to review what happened in these volumes. Also, we haven't started chapter 3 of the Abydos. Abydos. We haven't started Abydos chapter 3 because we're still waiting. We're still waiting, and there's only the prologue right now. It's kind of pointless to do just a prologue right now. Let's be honest, guys. We need to at least get halfway into chapter 3 before we pick up chapter 3. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. So maybe once I feel like we're done with going through some past events, then we'll do a rereading of the chapters that I didn't do on stream, because I want to try and re-experience all that again. I know you can't step into the same river twice, is I think what they say, but rereading something again is not a bad idea once in a while. You realize a lot of new things after finishing Volume F. I think that might be a good idea too. Yeah, I mean, but we're just gonna have to wait in chapter 3 until. Would you say the Shupugaki chapters are kind of midway in chapter 3 of Abydos, or is that going to be not quite there yet, and we need to wait a little bit longer before we actually do that? I think we kind of talked about it before, but I forgot what the consensus was. No idea? Okay. Well, at the very least, we'll wait for the Shupugaki twins to show up and gauge where those chapters are, and then figure it out later. Yeah, we'll do the main story at some point. I think though, when do I want to do that? I think for this month I want to go back and do the stories I haven't done yet before, which is mostly going to be these events. These events over here that have the check mark on it. These events over here that have the check mark and stuff on them. Some of them I've just clicked complete because I wanted to get the rewards for them. But a lot of these I haven't read. We've done the Cherry Blossom Festival. We've done Bunny Chasers. We did New Year's Rhapsody with the... Which one was this? We did this one, so we don't need to do this one again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events here that I have not seen before. And there's a few that are not on this list that I also want to take a look at. Trip Trap event, the library event, the Halo Festival event. Those 3 in particular I want to look at because I feel like they're supposed to be really good. At least I heard they were pretty good. Or that's just my feeling. But I also want to get some background information from these other events because apparently some of these events actually have information in the main story. I'm kind of like, where was this mentioned when it was mentioned in Volume F? Like, what the heck? Like, remember me guys asking in Volume F, where did this information come up? I don't remember any of this. And you guys were saying it was in a previous event. It was in a previous event. This was in a previous event. So it's like, okay, fine. We will look at the previous events. At least I think in this one, the Revolution event, we will get the introduction, I think, question mark, for Red Winter. I think they were mainly mentioned here and there before, but I've never actually seen a formal introduction of Red Winter. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go down the line of the stuff I haven't covered before. That's the plan for not every single Blue Archive stream, but at the very least the Saturdays that we're doing right now. And if there's, and then maybe even some in between, depending on what other events are happening at the time. But yeah, I do want to reread the first few main stories, and once we get closer, I suppose once we get closer to when we can finally read Abydos Chapter 3, then I will probably go back to Abydos Chapter 1, reread those first couple of chapters so that we can get into Chapter 3. Though I guess technically Chapter 3 of Abydos happens after Volume F, so that might feel a bit weird. Just know after the Shipogaki stuff, it's going to be a couple of months for the rest of the release. You can make the reread less of a reaction and more of an analysis. This is true too. Trip Chop is so fun. I was around for the Trip Chop event, but I wasn't streaming at the time. I wasn't streaming the game at the time, and I didn't read it at the time. Though I have an idea what happened there from context clues of who was there and all the fights and stuff. Trip Chop was your favorite event so far? How would you rate it above? How would you rate it compared to the Hina dress event? I feel like the Hina dress event is extremely hard to beat, but that's also probably a little bit biased from me because of Hina. But I guess outside of that, maybe it's probably one of the best events before the Hina event. Also give some spotlight to Kasumi in the, which one? The Strip Trap event? Okay. Hey Panzer, welcome. Koyuki got introduced in a limited event and just showed up in F with no explanation. She showed up in what? Bunny Chasers, right? We did Bunny Chaser, so we got that introduction about her being a completely hopeless, habitual, destructive gambler. And it's like, the money is there. Isn't this my money? No, it's not your money. It's everyone else's money. They also spoiled Decagrammaton's death in Volume F. They did. We have Decagrammaton over here, and I actually went through all of this. But the thing is, there's not much story in Decagrammaton because most of the Decagrammaton event was like time gated, and it's like, oh hey, we're doing this event, we're just doing research, blah 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 blah, and you don't really get a whole lot of story until maybe near the end, the more recent chapters, and even then, there's not really a whole lot there. Okay, let's just spoil that part a little bit. Decagrammaton killed itself because for some reason I don't know why. It seemed it thought like, yes, I am just a vending machine. I will now wipe myself out. Why? I don't understand. And then there's these 3 robot lollies that came out and basically teased the idea of a 10th apostle that some people are speculating about what they look like. So it's like, okay. And then we haven't seen much more Decagrammaton since then. And nothing about all the other apostles since then. So like, with a whole shakeup in the Blue Archive devs and story writing and stuff like that, who knows when we'll get back to this and how they want to go about it. We'll see. The whole Decagrammaton stuff is extremely weird to me because it sounds like it's supposed to be important, but it's mostly contained in that side story, and it does come up a little bit in Volume F, but it doesn't really get expanded on past that. So I'm kind of confused where it fits in the whole overall story, if you know what I mean. And also, no one has mentioned why any of the Decagrammaton prophets have a freaking halo. These are supposed to be machines, but yet they have a halo? The robot lollies I don't think have a halo, but the bosses do. I know I just noticed that like last month when I was looking at the bosses, like, wait, why do every single one of these have a halo? I thought that was only meant to be for alive things. But then again, we have also Aris, who I guess also has a halo for the same reason that the robots have a halo, whatever that might be. Also, let's see. It's very different, the Hina event. This is also true. Bunny Chasers. Best event is subjective, but I had more fun reading Trip Trap than Hina. Fair. I do want to read Trip Trap eventually. I think we need to do Trip Trap, though, before we do Abydos Chapter 3, because I feel like trains, it might be connected. Let's see. Also, Nexon when more Also, Nexon, when more Decagrammaton content, they're the coolest things in the game so far. Design-wise, lore-wise, they are, but they barely touch them. So I hope we see more of that. Decagrammaton didn't need to survive and had no way to defend itself. It was gonna get itself shut down anyway, so it's like, hey, so let's cause a flood. And flood will take me out anyway. Definitely gonna play a huge part in the story, we hope. In Volume F, not Volume F Chapter 2, because there is a Volume F Chapter 2. Volume F Part 2. Because I don't know what else to call that. Volume F Part 2, so Volume G? Volume D? I say Volume D as in Volume Decagrammaton, but we probably still also haven't seen the last of the, what do you call this? Those creepy cult people. Decagrammaton feels like it's such a heavy thing, it would trigger another Volume F type situation. Has anyone actually figured out what the F in Volume F stands for? Because I feel like I thought Volume F means final volume, but I feel like it doesn't actually mean that. Well, it says I think it calls it final episode. Let me double check. I think it actually calls it final episode. It is, yeah. I just had to make sure. It does say final episode. I just had to make sure. But if that's the final episode, are we getting final episode part 2? With when all the other stuff comes out, I wonder. Quick reminder: the Decagrammaton's whole thing is to make a god. Got you. Volume F Part 2: Attack on the Titan title. I may be just talking BS, but all the robots from the ruined civilization have a halo. Yeah, they do have a halo, but did the robot lollies also have them? I don't remember. Volume F is just the way the community calls it. More like a season finale. Season finale sounds appropriate. Let me double check. Let's see. Blue Archive Robot Girls. I wonder if this is going to bring up what I think it's going to bring up. It kind of does. And I do not think I see a halo on them. Nope, no halo on these three. No halo on these three. So let me just bring up a fan art because this was the easiest thing to bring up. No halos, but all three are extremely correctable. Very much extremely correctable, these three. Yeah. Calling it final episode was a terrible move, creates confusion for no reason. It really does, doesn't it? It kind of makes you feel like the game is ending, but it actually isn't. Because there's even more story after that. Because when Volume F happened, the whole storyline with... What do you call this? The whole storyline with the Rabbit Squad hasn't been resolved yet. Like, Kaya was still there. Kaya was still plotting. And during Volume F, Kaya got rescued. Right? Excuse me. Kaya got rescued, and she was still the same as always, even during the whole rescue thing. So it's like, okay, well, we're gonna deal with Kaya later, and Kaya got dealt with, and now she's in prison with the rest of Fox Squad. Who the F made with robot girls? Ancient people made the robot girls. I'm assuming Aris was also part of said robot girl decogrammaton thing. It only makes sense, right? It only makes sense. Incredible how fan art of these three got banned from the Discord, but the Reddit still keeps more of the lewd ones. Well, I mean, can you blame them? They do technically have clothes, regardless of what they look like. Let me see if we can find some official art really quick. Hold up. They do technically have clothes, but their clothes are so similar to their skin color. It may as well not be there. Nameless priest or something? Probably. Probably, actually. Okay, why am I not getting that? Let's see. Ein Soft or Blue Archive. I need official art, please. Yeah, okay. They're not all together, but this'll work. Hello, Reddit. Hello, Reddit. So, yes, they do have clothes. Yes, they are skin color. Yes, they are pasty white. Yes, they are all robots. Yes, they are all short. And I think I like soft the most. Actually, you guys, which one's your favorite here? Ein? This one? The one with the mask? Soft? The one with the... I guess she's supposed to have, like... earphones? So it's because, like, she's not the can't hear kind of thing. And then we have Or with the blindfolds. Ein for you, Twin Tail Supremacy. Ein's the cutest. Ein's the cutest. Ein's pretty cute. I'm more of a soft person though, because I feel like the what do you call this hairstyle with the earphones, and do you see what's happening over here at the front over here? Yeah, she has a jacket over her clothes. Those are clothes underneath the jacket, with a very, very, very indented belly button over here. How can you say no to that? How can you say no? I feel like Or is a little bit underrated. But then again, I'm pretty sure she has fans too. Ein Gang, Or is pretty up there. The line is more exposed. Hi, Ein has one too, does she? I mean, she does have a coat. It is over that. It is over her clothes. But the belly button is not visible, so it's a little harder to see in this particular thing. R has the best faces. Where is R? She does have the best faces, not gonna lie. Like, you can't see her eyes, but she's very expressive, and she has to be very expressive, otherwise you can't really tell what she's what she's doing, right? Meanwhile, everyone else still expressive, but the eyes kind of speak for themselves here. Let's see, what does Ein look like? Ein, I guess she has like multiple X's in her eyes. And she is very cute. Look down. I'm covering it. Hold up. Let me... Yeah, I'll shrink myself here. Look at her down here. Look at her down here. She's pretty cute down here. She's just so happy. She's just so happy to be there. But she's also kind of like, yeah, we're gonna have to correct all three of you at some point. So that's gonna happen at some point. I do hope they show up in the main story at some point and not just the Decogrammaton stuff, because that's kind of limiting, but at least it's there. At least it's there. Anyway, let's see.
こんにちは、先生。ここでは過去の思い出を振り返ることができます。
They're so cute, it makes me forget they're going after world domination, right? Right? And they do have supposedly Malkuth in a tube, right? They have Malkuth in a tube who looks much bigger than all three of them combined, or maybe at least two of them combined. Yeah, we're not gonna go through the Decagrammaton event just because it's not really it's not the most interesting thing ever. But I should clear this out at some point just so we can get all the way down here and get a screenshot of what Malkuth probably might look like. But yeah, so here's the plan, guys. We're gonna go through these events starting next weekend, and we're probably gonna go with the Red Winter event. So we'll do Red Winter next week, and then after that we'll do the summer thing. If I guess we'll also keep an eye out on what's happening in the game as far as events are being released. And if there's a new event being released, then we'll also do that event. So yeah, right now we're in a lull between major events happening, or at least any sort of events happening. So next week we'll be doing an event as well as catching up, me personally catching up on Momo Talks. I have Momo Talks I want to get through. Ibuki, I haven't done any of Ibuki. All these Momo Talks here, by the way, are Momo Talks I haven't done yet. So there's a lot of Momo Talks here that I want to go through. I don't know how many we'll be able to get through. Maybe we can get through 4 of them. I think we might be able to get through 4 of them. So we'll do that next week. Yeah, it's mostly info drops. They're not probably going to use the event story to just dump the info about Prophets and make a main chapter about it. I hope so. That's probably going to happen in 2. But also, let's not forget there's a Gematria 2 floating around that hasn't really come together yet. So there's also that to consider. But yes, Momo Talks and old event rereading, we will be doing that. I think for now, though, we are done for today. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in this. Let's see. Nope, I think that's about it. I pretty much repeated myself over and over again as far as what the plans are for next week. I gotta make thumbnails tomorrow, and then I should have the waiting rooms up soon after that. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Let me get the outro for today. I'm having trouble, guys. I'm having trouble finding covers and music that is not like Unwelcome School or Usagi Flap or Aoharu or what do you call this? Or Constant Moderato. But those are the ones that have been around the longest, so I you know, it's just gonna happen. But I did manage to find a few different ones I haven't gotten around it. Aveson does. Aveson has made great covers. I haven't really done any, what do you call this? I haven't done much cover diving recently. I do have a folder of music I haven't just reviewed yet. Like, there is a lot. There is a lot in this one folder that I haven't gotten through yet, and I need to really do that. I just haven't found time. But I still have some other ones that I've bookmarked and put in a playlist. So, yeah. But we'll be doing this for our outro today, guys. Thank you all for coming again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Let me mute the game first. And we'll play this. OST 193. I'll have to take a look at that. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.